Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I love this.
My name's Jay Milne. Hashtag Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coop.
I'm Jack Roslovic, and you're up today. You know what, Reid? You might be on to something.
All right, here's what's going on in the Nest.
Hey, Jay, what's going on?
Oh, hey, Reid, how are you?
Doing great. Doing great. Just like Reacher, I just wander around till I find a temporary place to stay. So for the next 3 hours, I'm going to be right here. I'm Reid Wilkins. He's Jason Milne. This is Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta. Oh, we hope to entertain you and educate you this afternoon. The Oilers back on the ice, practicing today. Matthias Ekholm not available today. A little bit of an ailment there, so hopefully he's back for the game tomorrow against the San Jose Sharks. This will be, game 5 of the Oilers' epic 8-game homestand? No, sorry, game 6. They're 3-2. They've played 5. Game 6 tomorrow. I got to sneeze, Jay. You're going to have to take over for a second.
Game 6 tomorrow against the Sharks.
Yeah.
I think that's what you were going to say.
Minnesota is the 7th game on Saturday. Tuesday, new team, Toronto Maple Leafs in town. And then the final game before the Olympic break, 1 week from today, that one will be in Calgary against the Flames. We'll talk about some Oilers storylines today, including a rumored, well, I guess it's been, Tom Gazzola has confirmed there are discussions going on about an extension for Jack Roslovic. We will have our thoughts on this. And we'll talk more kind of information coming to light, more to discuss about the Bill Belicheck, former football coach, former NFL coach, not being supposedly not being elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame on the first ballot. He will get in, but we'll talk about that as well. Really looking forward to our Pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week. That we've been doing this weekly for, are we at 8 or 9 months now? Doing Pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week. I think it started in April or May. Last May. So really cool thing to do. And today we're going to be joined in studio by Natalie Morin, who is with the Edmonton Blind Curling Club.
Exceptional.
Yeah, this will be really cool. We love profiling athletes you may not hear about otherwise, sports you may not hear about otherwise, sports that I know virtually nothing about. So I'm curious, how do you play? How does it work? How does it work for people with visual impairment to go out there and curl? I know a few years ago, I had the pleasure to talk to a gentleman named Lauren Weber, who's with the Edmonton Seahawks, S-E-E Hawks.
Oh, wow.
Their blind hockey team.
Oh.
And they play with sort of a puck, but it's larger than a normal puck, and it's got a bell or something's inside to make noise.
Wow.
So that's how they know where the puck is and move it around the ice. So I'm curious to see how blind curling works and Natalie's story, and she's going to be great to have in studio at around 4:45. All right, the Coob is here as well. Zachary Kubish is at the technical desk. Coob, nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well.
Where did you get the vintage, or is that, what year is that, a Grey Cup jacket?
Yeah, Grey Cup 2010.
Oh, 2010.
Edmonton.
So did you go to that game? You would have been, 8?
I would have been 7 years old.
And you went?
I did not go.
That was Saskatchewan losing to Montreal. The previous year they had played, the previous year was the 13th man game, so to speak. That was in Calgary, wasn't it, where they had too many men on the field? I think that one was in Calgary.
Yeah, because the kicker, who was...
Duval.
Damon Duval.
Damon. David's the golfer. Damon's the kicker.
Damon Duval actually lives in Calgary. So it was kind of ironic that he kicked the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, that was still...
For the second
I wish
time.
I could remember who wrote it. It might have been Rob Vanstone, because he's a Regina writer. I can't remember who wrote it.
The Leader Post?
Yes. If it wasn't him, who was Murray, somebody that wrote or still does? Anyway, one of the Regina-based writers who covers Saskatchewan, which they get a lot of coverage there.
Sure.
And so at this point, the Riders won the Grey Cup a couple times since then, including last season. But the line in his article was the Saskatchewan Roughriders have celebrated 4 Grey Cups, but actually won only 3. Ooh. Because, of course, they were celebrating. Everybody was celebrating. They were running around the field. I'm sure their fans were jumping around. And then, oh, wait a minute, we got a flag. I wonder who it's against.
So wasn't Paul LaPolice the special teams coordinator? Because they flashed.
Cavis was the special teams coordinator.
But they flashed to LaPolice.
Was the OC.
Okay.
And isn't he the one that threw his hat or his headset or something?
That's just a moment.
I think Cavis was the
I think you're right,
the special teams
I think
coordinator.
you're right. I think you're right. I just remember them flashing to the booth and seeing LaPolice losing his mind.
Right.
I mean, that's such an awful way to end a game. But
well, we're talking about it now. It's the stuff of legend. It's now part of Grey Cup lore.
Oh, for sure.
17, well, about little over 16 years ago. We got to live it. It's not like when we talk about the Fog Bowl or Rocket Richard getting 50 goals in 50 games. We got to live something that future generations will be like,
Mr. J, yes, Mr. J, yes, it's Lewis. Got a quick question for you. I was wondering, is it true that the Grey Cup was once decided because a team had too many people on the field? It's me, Lewis, by the way.
Yes, Lewis. Yes, you're correct. That was too many men on the field for the Saskatchewan Roughriders, which allowed the Montreal Alouettes to kick again after Damon Duval missed on the first kick, and they won.
Yeah, there you go. That's someday we'll be telling that tale.
Lewis, is that...
No, Coob's old enough to remember that. Oh, sorry.
Is that Lewis or LOU?
Lewis.
Oh, okay.
Yes, my name is
Would
Lewis.
you care to share your last name, Lewis?
Well, yes, I can.
Oh, what is it, Lewis?
Oh, my name is Lewis Charleston.
Like the Chew, Charleston Chew?
Lewis Charleston, yes.
Okay.
Lewis Charleston.
Okay, well, nice to meet you, Lewis.
I like learning about sports.
Oh, well, I'm sure you'll learn a lot today.
Mr. J.
Okay, you can call me Mr. Milne.
All right. So anyway, why are we talking about this?
I have no idea. I don't know what happened. Where am I?
Because Coob has a jacket from the 2010 Grey Cup. And
Coob looks like
2009 was the previous year. What else can we randomly connect? 2010, the second Space Odyssey book. There was 2001. There was 2010.
What other sporting events?
What can we tangentially relate to the year 2010 or 2009 or whatever?
Roger Federer won the French Open.
Feds, as we used to call him.
Feds, old Fedsy.
Yes.
Rofed. The Yankees won the World Series. Penguins won the Stanley Cup.
Was that Penguins Game 7 in Detroit?
Yes.
Where the home team won every game except the last game.
What a twist of fate.
That was the mustard
year.
pads with Marc-Andre Fleury, was it not? In the dying seconds coming over.
Sure.
Right post to left.
Oh, who could forget this? Who could forget this? I almost forgot myself. France defeated Croatia at the 2009 World Men's Handball Championships.
Wow. Yeah, that was a chippy game.
That was
a chippy.
I remember that one.
That was a chippy game.
That was a tough call.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. But I think it was enforced correctly.
The ref's name, wasn't it Glockenspiel?
Yeah, it was
Glockenspiel.
Sebastian Glockenspiel.
Yes.
Yes. Really nice guy. His family manufactured a lot of guns.
A Glockenspiel is an instrument.
But a Glock is also a gun, is it not?
That's why they called him the gunner.
Is it short for something?
That's why they called him the gunner.
Glock gun.
A Glockenspiel is an instrument. It's a small.
Oh, sorry. The Glock was invented by Gaston Glock.
Tell me his name is Gaston Glock?
Yes, he was Austrian.
That's one of the all-time names.
He just passed away on December 27th, 2023. He was born in July of 1929. He was 94 years of age.
Well, there goes our chance for getting him on our show.
Yeah.
Gaston Glock.
Yeah. All right. We have a lot to get to today, and we're always happy to hear from you. Some of you maybe want to participate in the show. Oftentimes, people want to critique what we're talking about and tell us to talk about something else. We also accept that. You can text 780-218-9999. That is the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. How about this? The guy from the guy from Jersey Shore DJ Pauly D is performing at the venue at River Cree on March 7th. George Thorogood and the Destroyers are back at the venue March 19th. My phone's now Google searching the River Cree because it heard me say it. Anyway, March 19th, the baddest show on earth tour. Bottom line is get your tickets, look at all their great shows and other promotions they have going on, rivercreeresort.com. You can email Reid at edmontonsportstalk.com, Jay at edmontonsportstalk.com. You can post in the nasty chat on YouTube. Also, if you are taking us in on YouTube today, please click the thumbs up.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
We've been doing a good job. You've been doing a good job getting us well over 100 thumbs every show, so let's keep that streak going. And remember, if you're on iHeartRadio or TuneIn Radio, please spread the word about Edmonton Sports Talk. Let people know how they can consume us, listen to us, YouTube as well. If you're on YouTube with Edmonton Sports Talk, subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk. We're pushing towards 14,000 followers. So a lot of ways to interact with us and help us out in the listening community. All right. Before we get to the off-topic topic, and we're going to let you know about something cool we got to do today. The poll, now to vote on this poll, you have to go into the YouTube feed, the YouTube stream. Now, we realize some of you might not use it. Because a lot of people will use TuneIn Radio, iHeart. So if you want to vote, you do have to pop into the YouTube feed to vote. It's in the nasty chat. That's the chat stream down the right-hand side. So this is the second of 2 days of voting. We've narrowed it down to the 4 finalists. Edmonton Sports Talk's Sexiest Man. So the 3 category winners from yesterday were Joaquin Gage in the Silver Fox category, Tom Gazzola in the Prime Cut category, and YouTube Trev. I don't know why I always say YouTube Treb. I guess it's because YouTube. I got B on the mind.
You got B's.
YouTube Trev was the young buck winner. And then Jay calculated the votes and the percentages, and the top second place finisher advanced as a wild card, which was me. So you can vote in there right now. Already a good number of votes.
This is a
in there.
competition.
And this is going to go until about 5:40-ish.
Yeah,
and then we'll
5:40.
announce the winner. The winner will get absolutely nothing except being named Edmonton Sports Talk Sexiest Man. The title alone.
The title alone is priceless.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It is. I mean, that's all you want.
I feel snubbed worse than Belichick.
Do you?
I do. I feel like I could have made it.
I don't. I don't.
Okay. Well, that's one man's opinion.
Well,
And
because
multiple other
because
people's
our
opinions. But
listeners actually vote the way they should. They're not skewed by ego.
Well, actually, they are very
jealousy.
skewed. This is totally their opinion.
No,
This is
but
totally,
Yeah, there
exactly.
could be
This is total
complete
their
bias.
personal belief.
But they're looking at the facts, Reid. They're looking at the facts. They're personal facts.
Yeah, they're using their personal
What I'm
beliefs.
saying is Mex isn't listening to something Rip City Step is saying bad about Reid and saying, don't vote for Reid. He should be exiled for 1 year before he's up for Sexiest Man of the Year. Mex isn't going to fall for that. No. Mex has integrity. So does Castor. So does Chris G&P. Les Sweet. El Presidente. Duck Dad. Matthew Hyman. Andy Z. Egg. Casino Dealer J. Integrity. That's what our nasties stand on.
All right.
All right.
This is going to be Coop's thing now.
What's that?
Whenever he feels slighted or upset, he'll just say, he's like, well, I guess I'm snubbed like Belichick.
Yeah, that's good.
No,
Yeah.
Coop.
Coop
showing-
use that
no,
forever.
no, Coop. Showing up last for something and being last in line isn't you getting Belichicked. That's
No,
just,
use it,
that's
baby.
just normal.
Use it.
No. Didn't get my participation ribbon? Oh,
Yeah.
I feel like Belichick.
I'm getting snubbed worse than Belichick.
Yeah.
That's going to become a thing.
Yeah, that's going to be.
It's great.
That is the thing.
So Jay and I went on a field trip today. At 10 a.m., we met in Edmonton Tower and went to Modern Measure. And we had, that was really cool because we're getting fitted.
Unbelievable experience.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, Modern Measure is a stone's throw away from Rogers Place.
Yeah, well, it's across the road.
Reid and I are part, and so is the other hosts of the show, are going to be a part of a new, I guess, segment called Modern Measure. Well, it's not a segment, it's an entire show, Modern Measure Mondays, where Reid and I today went down and we got fit for custom suits for
Yes.
Modern Measure. If you have never had a custom suit and you think, you know what, it's just not for me. It's probably, I'm telling you right now, I've bought the suits at the other places that you'll find in the big shopping centers. You're not spending that much more at Modern Measure. I can assure you of that. And it's custom. Reid, you got to choose what, your buttons?
Oh, a lot,
You
everything.
got to choose what's the
Buttons,
insignia
colors.
on your, sewn in.
Yeah,
or
you get
stitched in.
stuff stitched in.
So you
Modern,
stitched-
was that called monogramming?
Stitched Big Daddy on yours.
Well, close.
You get to choose the inside color of your, the satin inside finish of your jacket.
It's incredible.
It's custom to the extent. So Reid and I went and got measured. We're going to have a video coming out in the next couple days. So watch for that on our socials. And then in about a month, you and I are going to get dressed up in our suits for the show for Modern Measure Monday. It was fantastic.
So that is the inspiration for our off-topic topic for William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536.
So suits can be customized, right?
Yeah.
You chose a certain color. I won't give away the details, but you chose one color, I chose another, but that's each their own. The off-topic topic for William Huff is, what is something that is not currently customized that should be customized? Like, you can think of everyday, like even utensils. Like utensils. Imagine if you had form-fitting utensils that you had
that's a good
custom
idea.
made for you.
Yeah.
So if you grip it and you're cutting your steak a certain way, you had a form-fitting set of utensils.
Right.
One I thought of is keyboards on a laptop. If you bought the laptop, okay, you get this brand of laptop, but you have 5 different keyboards that you can set in, and whether you like clunky, loud keys, or you like soft, low profile keys, whether you want a number pad on your keyboard.
Yeah.
I think customizable keyboards should become a thing.
That's a good idea. I mean, there are what the ergonomic keyboards.
Yeah, where
the
they kinda
shaped ones, the curved ones. But even those, it's like just you either get the flat one or this one.
Yeah.
The first thing that came to my mind. Now, I realize this is maybe not the best example because you can adjust this, but to me, that's not the same as customization. Is your driver's setup in your car?
Ooh.
I realize you can move the wheel. You can now move the wheel in and out. You can adjust the seat. But wouldn't it be cool if when you're getting a new car, they said, hey, put aside a half hour for an hour. We're going to measure your legs. This is how far the gas pedal should be. Okay, let's try the wheel. All right, that's where the wheel's going to start. And then even the console. Like, I know you can change some things displayed on the console, but what if they could actually move things around? What buttons do you want on your finger control? Maybe I don't want the volume button. Maybe I want something else. Like, just really a little deeper dive into customizing the whole driver's seat experience in your vehicle.
Would you customize the steering wheel shape?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Like size? I mean, if you buy a car,
size,
the wheel's the same size for everybody.
Girth of the actual
Yes.
wheel?
Because you see people can get those things that make them bigger.
Yes.
What if you could just be like, no, here's the size of my hands. Here how I
I'd want an old tractor
And they're like,
wheel.
okay, we'll make it for
Just
you.
a real skinny one with the finger
Yeah, I'd
holds
like
on
an
the
old
back.
John Deere riding mower that's almost between your knees.
Yes. And give me the circular thing. Actually, I think that's illegal.
Probably.
Yeah,
the things would have to be legal and safe. For some reason, that popped in my head. I think I thought of maybe something like a mattress. I think we'll get some sleeping things. Lars says a pillow.
I think you can get customized pillows. Like, not fully, but you can choose soft side sleeper, back sleeper.
Yes, there are varieties of pillows. But when we're talking customized, like we're talking down to the detail. Like these suits, like we got measured, like various parts of our body got measured.
A lot of places were touched.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So like these are specifically for our shapes. By the way, you're pretty fit, I heard, coming out of that.
Well, the first Estes 2 years ago, I went to Modern Measure and got a custom suit. I wanted to treat myself. So the boys measured me up. So they had my measurements from 2.5 years ago, I guess it would have been.
Right.
And Richie from Modern Measure said, hey, do you want to just use your same measurements? And I said, actually, I think my body might have changed a bit. since then, and lo and behold, bigger guns, smaller waist, bigger chest.
Right.
I mean, come on.
That's
And-
good. Well, you're running now.
Bigger thighs, Reid.
See, because you're running.
Bigger calves.
What did I say even before he measured my thighs?
They're going to be...
I was like, oh, my thighs will be big.
Big.
And then he was like, oh, you actually do have big
yeah,
thighs.
he said you
hey,
had husky thighs.
hey, I'm a thigh guy, everybody. I should do a fringe show. It's just people come and spend $2. $2. Come see my thighs.
This is what you do, Reid.
Touch
You
my
stand up,
thigh,
You
$4.
stand like this, and you go... And you slap your thigh.
I have a huge bruise.
Yeah, and it'll just
I do
become
that
red.
for 12 days
And
straight.
how many times you have to slap it once every 30 seconds? How many days can you go? You can eat and drink, but you got to slap your thigh.
Right.
Oh,
Mex Bezozu says, is that a modern measure in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Which reminds me, we're a little tardy getting to this fellow. We shouldn't have kept him waiting because he has things to do. It is your afternoon headlines presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. The cranky old hoodie will need a ticket to get into the Hall of Fame. Maybe Tom Brady can lend him the money, just like he did everything else for him. Magic Macklin had 4 points against the Canucks. Wow, he's the best young gun since Emilio Estevez. Hey, Jason Milne, is that a blaze of glory in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Celebrini's only 19 years old. I have cigars older than him. Gee whiskers, I remember when the teenagers had to pay their dues. Hey, Celebrini, my skates aren't going to tie themselves. I'm Chet Palmer.
that was a good one. That was a... see, he's has some disdain for the New England Patriots as well.
A specific reference to the movie Young Guns 2 specifically, because that's the one that had Blaze of Glory by John Bon Jovi. Remember that? He did a solo album?
Yes.
Going Down in a Blaze of Glory.
Going down in a blaze
You
of
remember
glory.
that? You'd be old enough to remember that.
Oh,
It was
sure.
90 or 91.
Yes.
Yeah, I played.
Well, it's-
I played the heck out of that tape.
That song, that held around for a bit, too.
Yeah, that was a good album.
See, this is interesting. The cranky old hoodie.
Right.
Well, Reid, that's... see? I bet you he has a Hall of Fame vote, old Chet Palmer.
He might.
Because that's
He
exactly...
deserves one. He's seen it all.
He's seen it all, but that's exactly the attitude the media has toward old cranky old hoodie.
Well, we're going to talk about that and maybe a reason or two as to why the hoodie reportedly is not going to get enough votes to get into the Hall of Fame. You can vote. Again, go into our YouTube stream, go into the Nasty Chat, vote for Edmonton Sports Talk's Sexiest Man. We've narrowed it down to the final 4 finalists after the voting yesterday. 780-218-9999 is how you text the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. We're also going to talk about a potential extension for Oilers forward Jack Roslovic in buying or selling next. But first, El Cubo.
As per Tom Gazzola, Jack Roslovic and the Oilers are negotiating a possible extension, with Roslovic wanting more than the rumored 4x4 contract. Gazzola went on to mention that he doesn't think the Oilers will put in a waiver claim for Carolina's Noah Philp. In other news, Matthias Ekholm is questionable for the Oilers tomorrow with an undisclosed issue. Missing practice this morning. It's Macklin, Celebrini, and the Sharks in E-Town tomorrow. A light slate tonight on the island. The Rangers and Isles matchup at 5. Another pair of games on tap. It's Ottawa taking on Colorado as Philly duels Columbus. In Cowtown, puck drop goes at 7 between the Oil Kings and Hitmen. Edmonton beating the Blades 5-1 in their last game, with Calgary looking to extend its 2-game win streak. From the 6, the Raptors and Knicks tip off at 5:30. Toronto winners of 4 straight. New York victorious in their last 3, having 8 other games in the NBA tonight. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Paramount Flooring wants to give you more. Get free premium underlay included with any in-stock carpet purchase. Are you ready to treat your feet? Catch them in-store or online at ParamountFlooring.ca. More with Reid and Jay after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Two guys and a goalie.
Hire it or fire it for GS Construction. The Sharks or Ducks will win the Pacific Division before the Oilers do.
I'm going to hire it.
Really?
Yeah, those are two teams on the rise. The Oilers are a veteran team that I don't think they really care about the regular season.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Sentinel Storage presents Team Canada Ice Dancers, Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier on Support from Home.
We're celebrating all the people at home, the people that have supported us. We know our community is going to be cheering for us, and we know the country is going to be cheering for us.
Thank you, Canada. Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Team Canada.
First thing I always think of when I hear Macklin is not Celebrini. It's the town of Macklin where they have the big Bunnock tournament. We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Usually, when I worked in Lloyd, it was always the August long weekend, and this is the game of horse ankle bones, which are now, they don't use the actual horse bones. They're produced, they're manufactured. But basically, you throw a horse ankle bone at a row of horse ankle bones, and you got to knock them down before the other team knocks theirs down.
That must have been an interesting discovery of a game.
There's they would have, I think, over 200 teams. It was massive.
How did you have that many horse ankle bones?
Well, you had enough, I guess, after a while of plowing through the frontier.
Hey, Morris, go dig up that pile. Need to get us some horse bones. Our off-topic topic for William Huff: what is something that should be customized? Big Dave says work boots should be made custom fit, especially when you have large size feet.
Well, interesting.
Work boots especially. I don't know. Sorry. Collingwood Rob, Reid, you were reading my mind about customizing the entire interior of a car. Poop stains. Uh-oh, my inbox decided to take a little bit of a break here.
That's all right.
Oh, we'll get back to it when we do.
Les makes a good point. He said things such as scissors that are not ambidextrous should be customizable, and then he put leftorium. I'm sure a lot of that's not customizable necessarily for an individual, but it is, as Ned Flanders had, something for left-handed people. And then remember, the whole town was left-handed. Like every character in the show was going.
Well, I am a lefty, and I recall writing papers. You know, you'd have a final in a class was a paper, a handwritten paper.
Right.
You'd have to write 5 long answer questions, and I'm writing left to right across the page.
Yeah.
Well, I would smudge a lot of it,
everything.
and the underside of my hand would be black by the end of the test. Dudley says he would like customize a pair of underwear. Okay.
Yeah, we can look into that, Dudley.
Surely possible. There's websites
Yeah,
online
is he
for
asking
that
us
stuff.
to make them?
I wouldn't do that.
EST underwear, hey?
Jason and Leduc, I would put the brights, wipers, and blinkers as buttons on the wheel as opposed to on the shifter.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And Poop Stain says in the 80s, most people changed the steering wheels in their half tons.
Oh, did they?
That'd be cool.
They took them right out?
I would like an F1 style, like a Batman shaped one, like a little.
Yeah, because they were just the little side ones, right?
Oh, yeah.
780-218-9999, River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. We're with you until 6 o'clock tonight, of course. We have our Athlete of the Week coming up. Plenty of discussion about the Oilers-Sharks game coming up tomorrow, which is at 7 tomorrow. So we'll have the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show hosted by Tom Gazzola at 6 o'clock. So let's do buying or selling for Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com. Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate. All right, so you've probably seen the discussion and some of the reports about this. And Tom Gazzola, our colleague here at EST. So what's the latest? Talks of an extension with the Oilers, Jack Roslovic, between the Oilers and Jack Roslovic. Perhaps 4 years, $4 million a starting point, but perhaps the Roslovic camp hoping for more than that.
Yeah, I mean, what are we doing here? What is happening? Why? Tell me a reason why the Oilers and this is bad. I'm concerned if this is actually something that has legs, Reid. Do you not think management would have learned already from signing somebody to a long-term contract based on a very short history or term with the team? Trent Frederick, does that ring a bell? I mean, that was the first thing we said, term and length. What's going on here? Well, they must know something that we don't. Well, no, it turns out everybody knew the same thing about Trent Frederick, and he's struggling right now. Roslovic, okay, I get it. 41 games, 22 points. Okay, do you know what he's done in January?
Well, he scored 2 goals against Vancouver.
That's it.
Okay.
He's got 2 goals, 2 points in January, and he's -5 in January. Why would you... Now, I'm not saying he can't bounce back, and I did see some stuff on X that suggested the Januaries have been a poor month for him. Okay. But why? Why are you in a rush? And especially... Okay, if you're going to extend him, why not do it for a year? Why 4 years? Because, you know, if Roslovic is saying, well, I can get better. I can get 4 years, $4 million or better somewhere else. Good.
That's what he thought last summer.
Go find it.
Yeah.
That's why they were, I think, not bullied into, but pressured into signing Frederick. Well, they were afraid he was going to get that offer somewhere else. Well, then go get it. Good on you. That's like when people used to come into the furniture store, Reid. They say, hey, this same sofa down the road is $100 less. Oh, good. Can you go buy me one? Because I'd sell it here.
Right.
You should go run and get that before it sells.
Right.
Because you're full of crap. That's there's no rush to extend. There's no need to extend, especially for 4 years.
Here's what I think about Roslovic. Now, I was not bullish on this signing. You know, I look, when something like this happens, there's what I see from a player. I was no huge Jack Roslovic watcher, so I look into some other things. And the thing when they sign him during the first game of the season?
Yes,
because Bowman did a little quick availability during the second intermission, I think. So then I start thinking to myself, he sat there all summer unsigned. And the Oilers were obviously offering him something, and he thought, no, I can get something better. And then it came to the point where it's like, I guess I better take Edmonton's offer because the offers ain't going up. So he's done well. There's been some nice moments for him. I mean, a couple of overtime goals. I think I said he would get 10 goals and 8 points. He has 10 goals and 8 assists. He has 14 and 8. So he's exceeded my expectations. As you said, he has not done a lot lately, and when I look at him, there's not. I think he's a good shooter. I don't think he's a great forechecker. I don't think he's a great puck protector. I don't think he plays a very heavy game. He doesn't kill penalties, and on this team, he's not going to get a lot of power play time, if any.
Almost one-dimensional.
Yes.
This is the same discussion that was had about Arvidsson last year.
In 45, I'd sooner have Arvidsson than Roslovic. Still, I think. Well,
would you?
Well, maybe not. Roslovic has 3 goals, 14 points in 45 playoff games. Now, I was talking about this morning with somebody who said, well, Roslovic, doesn't get to play in the top 6. Well, okay. But again, you gotta be noticeable, right? You gotta be noticeable.
Does he deserve to be in the top 6?
No. I mean, Kapanen probably makes more of an impact. Yes, Andy, he had an injury to a difficult part of the body to have an injury to. I get it. But still, I think Jay's question is well put. Why rush?
Why rush and why offer that term?
Like, why does it have to happen right now?
And if and the Oilers need to be okay with people leaving because they get a better offer or an offer, a higher value or a longer term from another team.
Right.
Because guess what? You signed Roslovic on the first game of the year. I'm sure there's going to be other players that are going to come up that you can sign and snag at a bit of a discount rate.
Right.
Like he is right now. And don't forget, this team also has the propensity to give term and no move clauses. So you want to lock into a guy right away when A, you don't have to. You don't need to.
Right.
B, why is 4 years being discussed? There's no reason to do that at all. And C, Reid, how has he performed for the Oilers in the playoffs?
Well, we don't know.
Exactly.
So maybe we'd like to find out first.
I think that would be a good thing to find out because this team generally makes the playoffs.
Right.
And if you're going to have somebody, hey, if he comes out and he's gangbusters during the playoff and he's turning into a that guy that can raise his game during the playoffs.
Sure. Then maybe you have.
Then maybe there's
say,
something there.
Okay.
But the player, like it just seems like there's been too many instances as of late, especially with signings and extensions of players holding the bag over this organization. Because I don't know, do you think they're afraid of losing a guy like Roslovic? Is that a guy you can't replace?
Well, that's a good point.
Right?
Like, is he a replaceable player? I would say that he is. Now, you want to replace him with somebody better, but again, I think you can replace him with a player who has a greater all-round dimension. And yes, even to Andy, who wrote in about the injury, I would say, yeah, like, and I think that's Andy's point. Like, let's see him come back. Like, okay, maybe he has the best February and March ever.
Yeah.
Then okay, that's different. But I know talking to someone who covered the Blue Jackets, and Roslovic was a Blue Jacket for about a year and a half, or sorry, about 3.5. One of the seasons was shortened. Anyway, he was a Blue Jacket for about, close to 200 games. The thing I heard out of Columbus is like, yeah, he'll get you about 35 good games a year, and then it peters out as the season goes on. Now I get it. You have to have players. Scoring goals is incredibly valuable. I mean, if he does get to 20 this year in 60-some games, that's pretty good.
But then,
don't get me wrong.
So a third-line player that's getting 20 goals, that's good. Every team would want one of those guys. But what's that worth, Reid?
Well, here's the thing. I think to counter-argument, if the cap keeps going up and up and up, $4 million is less and less a percentage of it. Though, if a player is not but that doesn't necessarily cut it, because you could say the same thing about Trent Frederick. Oh, well, if the cap keeps going up, he'll only be taking up 2% of it. It's like,
but now,
but he's
taking up a roster spot.
Yes,
that's what it's come to.
That's the thing. There's a point where it's a roster spot that someone could be better.
It's not about the money or term right now. It's about a spot on the Oilers roster that is, being held by Trent Frederick. Of course, for Oilers fans, you'd want to see Roslovic pan out. Of course you would. And what he's done so far, Reid, you said, I think he's exceeding expectations, especially given that you got him on $1.5 million.
Sure.
So sure, there's going to be a bump there.
But like, why now?
Why now?
Why
You
now
have
does
till
he have
July
to commit?
1st to do
Why are
this.
you picking him as a member of the team for the next 4.5 years?
Well, and the 4.5 years is also problematic. Why 4 years? Why?
Right. What power does the player have? That's the thing. What power does the player have in this negotiation?
Nothing. Because he's under contract. The only thing he can do is say, well, I think I can get better in free agency.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry, but you can't keep kicking these kind of deals down the road and trying to, brush them under the carpet and say, oh, shoot. Maybe he'd pan out, but nobody knows that. So why not tighten this up a bit?
Yeah.
4 years, $4 million. It's too long. Right? I mean, if you look at the dollar value is not terrible, Reid, for a player, a second, third line player that's putting in 20 goals. That's not a bad valuation, especially as you said, that salary cap's going up. But why such term?
Well, I don't know. If I was at another team in the Pacific Division and the Oilers locked up Roslovic, would I be like, oh no, they got Roslovic?
Yeah.
I think I'd more be like, okay, yeah, he can shoot, but we can deal with him. We can get into a playoff series and we can take him out of the series.
Now, I do like Roslovic's game. Like, I think he would be a player that, given a chance in the playoffs with this team, could turn into a bit of that grit that you need. I think he could.
I don't know if he has that.
You know what? I guess size-wise,
I'm pretty sure he doesn't. I don't think he's that type of player. I really don't.
You don't think he's involved? He's around, in tough places to get to?
No, not enough.
Not enough.
No, I don't. I really don't. If he proves me wrong, I'll say I was wrong. But I think he's a sniper, basically.
Larsy, and no more no movement deals.
Well, that's be the other thing.
Well,
though then again, if a player is playing poorly, I mean, nobody's going to want him anyway. 780-218-9999. We are happy to hear from you. And of course, we are coming to you from the Canadian Brewhouse studio. We can tell you that UFC 325 is live Saturday, January 31st. That's right away at the Canadian Brewhouse. Wall-to-wall TVs, ice-cold drinks, and non-stop action. The Canadian Brewhouse, our house, is your house. We got Jay's Play of the Day when we get back.
According to Tom Gazzola, the Oilers are in talks with pending free agent Jack Roslovic. Gazzola reporting that Roslovic wants more than the rumored 4x4 deal, with Gazzola also noting that it doesn't sound like Edmonton will put in a waiver claim for Carolina's Noah Philp. Meanwhile, Matthias Ekholm missed practice. He's day-to-day with an undisclosed injury, listed as questionable for tomorrow's tilt against the Sharks. And from Calgary, Blake Coleman of the Flames won't be back until after the Olympic break with an upper body injury that forced him out the past 8 games. And only 3 games in the NHL today, the Isles and Rangers face off. Ottawa plays host to Colorado, while Philly takes on Columbus. On the road, it's the Oil Kings challenging the Hitmen with puck drop at 7. Edmonton, 3rd in the East. Calgary, 1 spot back in the conference. NBA action, there's 9 games on the docket. Raptors tipping off with the Knicks at 5:30. This sports update is brought to you by Advantage Sports Medicine and Physiotherapy. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you've got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at AdvantageSportMed.ca to book an appointment today. Jay's Play of the Day for Play Alberta on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you in the loop.
The Oil Stream.
Tommy, tell me what this means. Tristan Jarry in Pittsburgh, 909-286. Tristan Jarry in Edmonton, 884, 3.23. Stuart Skinner in Pittsburgh, 906 and a 2.31. Stuart Skinner in Edmonton, 891, 2.83. Both of these guys' numbers significantly better when they play
Oil
for
Stream,
Penguins.
presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
You already know where you should go to watch the big game. Where else but River Cree Resort and Casino? Come out to the venue for the massive football watch party on February 8th. Doors open at 3:30 with kickoff at 4:30. Your $35 ticket includes reserved seating and an all-you-can-eat buffet. Or sit in a premium black leather throne of comfort with the VIP lounge package, just $70 a seat. Don't miss out on the football action. Buy your tickets now at rivercreeresort.com. Must be 18 plus.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation with options for every style and budget. Open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
Legendary local band North Shore here, bringing you back from break. Jason Milne, the lead singer on this track.
It's like in stereo.
Yeah, it's amazing. Which song is this?
This is our 9/11 track.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys really had no boundaries with the topics, eh?
Well, it was
heartbreak.
It was a big event.
Religion, 9/11, schoolwork.
Yeah,
partying.
But you got to wait till you get to the chorus on this one.
Did you really have a party song?
Well, several. They were all party, but the chorus part of this 9/11 song is really when we let the rage out. Right here.
Okay.
How can you kill someone in the name of religion?
Wow, you really hit it there.
Or for fame, or fortune. When we're all one, we're all one.
Is that what the song was called? We're all one?
No, 9/11 song.
Oh, it was actually called 9/11 song?
Yes.
Okay, I never realized that was the title.
Yeah.
Because you would always say, oh, here's our 9/11 song.
No,
I thought you
called
meant,
9/11
here's
song.
our 9/11 song. Wow. You guys were amazing. Who wrote most of the music again?
Robbie, our bass player.
Robbie, and he wrote the lyrics too? Did you ever have an idea where it's like, hey, I got an idea for a song?
We would tweak things
about
sometimes.
It's about meeting a girl and praying with her. And he was like, yes, Jay, you've told me that.
You've told me about come on, baby, come pray with me.
Told me about that several times.
Now, aren't the songs going to be digitized there on the Nasty Club?
The Coup has them.
Okay.
I've gave them to the powers that be. They should.
He's given the tapes to the Coup.
Yeah, the Coup
Matthew
has
Iwanek has the original reel-to-reel recordings.
So
in the vault, in the EST vault. All right. Thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. We're going to get to some comments from Connor McDavid about going to the Olympics. You'll hear from Nugent Hopkins and head coach Chris Knobloch as well. We've learned today that Chris Knobloch has some modern measure suits that you see on the bench and on TV, so that's pretty cool. Jay and I were there this morning getting fitted for suits of our own. That'll be in the Oil Understood coming up a little bit later on. Now, if you are taking us in on YouTube today, or if you have time to jump into the YouTube stream and do this, please do so. You can vote in our poll that's going in the Nasty Chat. Who is Edmonton Sports Talk's sexiest man? We narrowed the 12 men here, at least the 12 full-time men, or most time men, down to 4 today. So today we're going to vote. We started at 3. We're going to vote till about 5:40, 5:45. I'm not going to give the names, okay? I'll give the percentages. The leader has 28%. The next two people both have 25%, and the person in fourth has 23%. So your vote will make a difference, okay?
Are you kidding me?
This isn't a provincial election. Your vote counts. Oh. I love dropping in like the odd like political reference that really isn't that political, just because some people are going to get so angry.
Oh, how dare you say that? My vote counts.
How dare you? Yeah. Well, who did you vote for, commie? Who'd you vote for, Reid, you fascist pig? Like it's one side or the other, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, make sure you vote in that. Again, voting's open for another couple hours, which is pretty fun. Okay, you know what else is fun?
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
It is presented by Play Alberta. Gaming made easy anytime, anywhere. With Play Alberta, you have a full casino experience right at your fingertips. Play from your phone, tablet, or computer whenever works for you. You can download the Play Alberta app. You can go to playalberta.ca. Remember to use your game sense.
Well, thanks for those that rode on the heavy favorites NCAA basketball play last night. It won. Michigan State, Reid, who were heavy favorites, the heaviest favorite, were down 3 with 40 seconds left.
Oh, my goodness.
The game went to overtime, and Michigan State ended up winning. So that cash. So congrats to those of you that rode with the glue guy. Appreciate it. Tonight's is simple. We're going to go to the no as Martin Necas and the Colorado Avalanche are visiting Montreal. Now, this game starts at 5, so if you want to get involved in this, you better get on it sooner than later. It's a Martin Necas one or more power play points. That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Now, that's been boosted to plus 190. Now, I understand Colorado Avalanche power play hasn't been that great this year. Okay? In fact, they're in the bottom quarter of the league,
which is
surprising.
Almost unthinkable. It's borderline unbelievable. But that's why you get a number like this. Because Marty Necas has 11 points, power play points this year. Okay.
And tonight, Reid, he gets 12. Oh, and 13.
You're saying he gets 2?
Sure. Why not? All I care about is 1. That's been boosted to plus 190. So head on over to playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on EST specials, and you will see Jay's play of the day, Martin Necas, 1 or more power play points. And always remember to use your game sense.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
All right, buying or selling for Damon Bunting. We were talking about the potential for the Oilers to sign Jack Roslovic to an extension, 4 years, $4 million, or perhaps even more. Tom Gazzola reporting that Roslovic's camp looking for a little more than that. You can text us what you think, 780-218-9999. The afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. Check out the River Cree mobile app. It's free to download. You can get exclusive offers and promotions. You can get show tickets. You can make reservations for hotel rooms and restaurants. It's safe, secure, and easy to use. River Cree mobile app. And don't forget about their website, rivercreeresort.com. Basically, I would say people are sort of in our general area of thinking with Roslovic, which doesn't always happen. Nixon says, next 2 years with McDavid and his massive pay cut, you'll need players who are willing to sign for a reasonable amount and not max out their contract to win with the Oilers. Yeah.
But that's an interesting point. But is Roslovic the guy?
That's
like you said, Reid. If Roslovic was to leave, do you think other teams would be waiting there, just rubbing their hands, saying, "Ooh, can't wait to sign old Roscoe"?
Yeah,
right. That's what you need to ask yourself? And I don't know if there's a definitive answer to that yet. It's too early. Personally, I'd like to see what he would do come crunch time, leading up to the playoffs and into the playoffs. Right? Jordy Mack chimes in on the River Cree Resort and Casino text line. we got to remember that most of the success that Roslovic has had has been when he's playing in the top six. He's playing third line now along Savoy, which he's doing okay, but nothing too great.
Yeah, that's also fair. I guess my thing is, who does he bump out of the top six? So now look, if he's, because we've talked a lot about making the most out of your ice time. And Jay said one of my most favorite lines ever that I've heard somebody else say in the history of my broadcasting career. A couple weeks ago, he said, "Look at Curtis Lazar doing the Lord's work on the fourth line." No, that is specifically Lazar's role, and clearly he doesn't get as many points or isn't as threatening to score as Roslovic. But Lazar can sort of go out there and play that way regardless of who his line mates are. If I guess here's the discussion I would have, and I hear what other people are saying. Like, I hear about, well, he had a tough injury. I hear he's not playing with Leon anymore. I hear that he's playing with a couple of young kids, or he's playing on the third line. I hear all that, but if you're that specific a skill set that you have to play in a certain role with other certain players, then you're really pigeonholed. And in my mind, you're kind of tying your coach's hands.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's not going to kill penalties. On this team, he won't be on the power play. He won't get a lot of power play time. He doesn't have Hyman's forechecking, puck protection ability. He doesn't have the vision. I mean, he's a good offensive player. He doesn't have the vision that some other guys have. So you're basically saying, if he can be Leon Draisaitl's winger, he's fine. Now, I know what people might be saying, because I can generally anticipate what pushback I'm going to get. You could also say, well, Reid, but Podkolzin has to be Leon Draisaitl's winger. Yes, it's sort of come that way, but if you look at how Podkolzin plays, he can sort of go out there and do good things on his own. Like his ability to forecheck, make smart plays, play strong along the wall. He can do those things without Leon Draisaitl on the ice. It seems like Roslovic can only do the things he can do well if he's on the ice with Leon Draisaitl. And if we have other people in those roles who are more well-rounded players and are more versatile, then where does Roslovic really sit on your team? I guess that's how I'm looking at this.
Well, and here's another way to look at this, Reid. Okay, you have Kasperi Kapanen, who's in a top six role, coming back from his, the long prolonged injury that he came back from, looked really good.
Right.
Has continued to look good. What would you say about Kasperi Kapanen's performance in last year's playoff?
He did okay.
Did
Yeah.
he exceed expectations?
Well, he exceeded mine.
Sure.
Yes.
I think he would exceed most. Okay. That is a guy that's playing on Leon Draisaitl's wing right now. He's making 1.3. He's a UFA at the end of this year. Why are you in a rush to give Roslovic that money when you have a guy in the stable that you've been through the battle with that is proving to be a valid winger with Leon Draisaitl? You have that guy. So there's no rush. And I'm sure Kasperi Kapanen wants to remain an Edmonton Oiler. Right? Roslovic just came here this year. So that's a good point you made about, you might be expendable.
Like, I'd sooner give Podkolzin a raise and then find another person with Podkolzin's skill set, or who maybe can't score as often as he does 5-on-5, but has that level of reliability. I mean, James is posting that the line of Draisaitl, Kapanen, and Podkolzin is the best defensive line that the Oilers have. Is that what he's saying? I think sorry, James, I don't know if I've seen all your messages, but that's a reliable line, right? And part of that is because the way Podkolzin plays.
Well, there's a lot of praise coming in for 92, 20, 29, 42, the second line. Penner's Pancakes, if they continue to gel and find chemistry, they're solid in April. You probably have to prioritize Kapanen over Roslovic. James says 92, 29, 42 are like an elite two-way line. Yeah, they're proving to be like the Oilers right now. If Kapanen's going and playing the way that he did, they have a bona fide top two lines. They have a top six.
Yeah, it's much better.
Right?
Yeah, we'll see what happens with this one. I mean, it is sort of, Tom's looked into it, but a lot of sort of reports and a little bit of speculation right now. Abutsky says, Lazar, thy name is consistency.
That's true.
That's pretty good. Matthias Ekholm did not practice today. A little bit of an ailment there, so he's day-to-day. We'll dive more into the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel when we get back after the 4 o'clock break.
The Lock Shop.
These were odds on Giannis's team post-deadline. Shams said today that Giannis is ready for a change.
Yeah.
These were the odds in December. I don't know which book. The Bucks were plus 160, so just stay where he is. The Knicks 3-1. The Spurs plus 450. The Hawks 5-1. I'm sorry, if you're Giannis, you cannot go from the Bucks to the Hawks.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Wholesat, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Where holiday cheer meets great beer. This season, celebrate at the Canadian Brewhouse. From plated dinners and festive buffets to casual pub-style parties, we've got the perfect space for your crew. Book your holiday party today at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
You already know where you should go to watch the big game. Where else but River Cree Resort and Casino? Come out to the venue for the massive football watch party on February 8th. Doors open at 3:30 with kickoff at 4:30. Your $35 ticket includes reserved seating and an all-you-can-eat buffet. Or sit in a premium black leather throne of comfort with the VIP lounge package, just $70 a seat. Don't miss out on the football action. Buy your tickets now at rivercreeresort.com. Must be 18 plus.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
As per Tom Gazzola, Jack Roslovic and the Oilers are negotiating a possible extension. Roslovic wanting more than the rumored 4x4 contract, with Gazzola going on to mention that he doesn't think the Oilers will put in a waiver claim for Carolina's Noah Philp. In other news, Matthias Ekholm is questionable for the Oilers tomorrow with an undisclosed issue. Missing practice this morning as the Sharks are in town tomorrow night. And breaking news around the league, multiple sources, including Frank Saravalli, reporting that Artemi Panarin is out of tonight's lineup for the Rangers for asset protection purposes. He's not expected to play in any of the Rangers games before the Olympics as they seek out a trade. For the Flames, Blake Coleman is out until after the Olympic break. He's missed 8 straight games with an upper body ailment. And another pair of games on the docket tonight. Ottawa taking on Colorado as Philly duels Columbus and Cowtown. Puck drop at 7 o'clock between the Oil Kings and Hitmen. Edmonton beating the Blades 5-2 in their last game. Calgary looking to extend its 2-game win streak. From the 6, it's the Raptors and Knicks tipping off at 5:30. Toronto winners of 4 straight. New York victorious in their last 3, having 8 other games around the NBA tonight. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. Hour 2 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right, so if Panarin doesn't play before the Olympics and doesn't get traded, man, talk about a break. So they have Islanders tonight and tomorrow, Penguins on Saturday, Hurricanes on Thursday, and then the Olympics, and then they play on the 26th. It's a good break for Panarin. Go lie on a beach somewhere. That's amazing. Thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon, along with Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins. We are coming to you from the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Enter to win Oilers game tickets and sip $1 off tankers of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. That is only at the Brewhouse. The Oilers will play the San Jose Sharks tomorrow at 7 o'clock at Rogers Place. And, of course, the Sharks, one of these teams trying to, get back to relevance in the National Hockey League. They were really good for a long time. Have obviously dropped off the last few years. They are a dangerous team. They are led by Macklin Celebrini offensively, who is the fourth leading scorer in the National Hockey League. As we go into the Oil Understood, it is presented by GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel! Understood. The scoring lead, by the way, Connor McDavid, 92 points. Nathan McKinnon, 88 points. Nathan McKinnon, by the way, is plus 49. Kucherov is now up into third with 80 points. Celebrini has 78 points in 51 games. And Leon Draisaitl, the fifth leading scorer, with 74 points. But Celebrini, an interesting talent, a dangerous player. He's caught the eye of Connor McDavid.
You know, obviously he's got a lot of confidence. He's a great player, first and foremost. That's what it is. But he's driven. It seems like, you could tell even last year playing against him. He plays hard. He plays not a typical kind of teenager game. He plays a hard game. He's dug in on face-offs and wins puck battles and does all the little things that a veteran does. So it's been impressive to see.
The Sharks currently with 57 points, tied for the last playoff spot in the Western Conference. They have the tiebreaker ahead of both LA and Seattle, so three teams with 57 points, so a good race there. Sharks goal differential, not great, coming in at minus 15, but it looks like they're going to make it interesting down the stretch. Chris Knobloch, head coach of the Oilers, commenting on the Sharks, and then he gets into Celebrini as well.
Yeah, they've got a lot of exciting players, led by Celebrini, of course. The season that he's having, that's quite remarkable. And looking forward to seeing him, and obviously we can we'll probably spend a little more attention on him and trying to contain him as much as we can. But they've got an exciting team that's starting to find their way and missing the playoffs in the past, but now looking to get in. And they made a lot of improvements.
What did you learn about Celebrini playing him last year?
Just that he's a dynamic player, can make a lot of plays, and the year that he's having this year is far superior than it was last year. And last year he was a good player and somebody that we had to spend some time on and being aware when he was on the ice. But what he's doing this year is, he looks like he's one of the top forwards in the NHL, and whether he's a threat on the power play or 5-on-5, it's it looks like he's driving a lot of their offense. You can look at the stats, and of course that says that, but I think a lot of their play is dictated by him.
All right, dangerous player. Nugent Hopkins has skated with him in the summer a couple of times in the past.
In summer skates, obviously his skill level's high. He's a really good skater. But playing against him a couple times now and then watching him on TV, it's his compete and the way that he thinks the game that is what's able to allow him to have success already like this at this level and just be hard to play against. He's just competing all over the ice, and you can see that maybe a little bit in summer, but you got to get into real hockey to bring that out, and obviously it's still easier said than done, and to do it on a nightly basis is very impressive.
All right, a little bit there from The Nuge. Yeah, Celebrini. And like McDavid and Nugent Hopkins went through it, also coming in as first overall picks. I know McDavid's talent level is incredible, but learning the ins and outs of the NHL and that it's nonstop. You're physically challenged all the time, right? I remember talking to Mark Letesto during McDavid's rookie season, and before McDavid got hurt and missed all that time. But even Letesto saying, like, look at what he's doing already, and like wait till he figures out the league, right? But I think that's part of the growth of a young player, probably in any sport. But you look at the National Hockey League, you got to figure out the league. Like guys are on you. How are they restricting you? What are they doing to stop you that junior players would never have a hope of doing, right? And Jay, even the depth of the, I mean, you remember like some of McDavid's highlights from junior, and I know he can do it here. He can beat guys one-on-one, but he would like blow by defensemen. Like they would hardly move.
Yeah.
Like you might get out there against a bad OHL team's third pairing and they don't have a chance. I mean, you don't get a matchup with that much gap in talent in the National Hockey League. Now McDavid still exploits people. Nuge can, Celebrini can, but you still got to learn that, right? Like just the level of the size of the players, how they're going to interfere with you, the gamesmanship, the chippiness, like the travel, like those are all things you got to learn as a young player. Celebrini's obviously adapting to it incredibly well.
Yeah, and it would be interesting to compare Macklin, Celebrini, and Connor McDavid on their rise in the NHL, right? And how they handle those things. Because Connor McDavid's game, although, yes, there are flashes of, okay, I'm going to take these three defenders on and do it. But his game has evolved quite a bit as well, hasn't it? And Macklin Celebrini, I mean, what's he, fourth in scoring right now in the NHL?
Yeah.
His game will evolve as well. It'd be interesting to talk to Drew Remenda tomorrow.
Yeah,
he's going to be on the show.
His perspective,
because he's been watching him obviously closely all season. Plus 49, Reid, for Nathan MacKinnon. 50 games in.
Right. So of those top five scorers, McKinnon's plus 49, Kucherov's plus 25, Celebrini's plus 14, McDavid's plus 13, Draisaitl's plus 11. So with that's interesting. Now, power play points, McKinnon has the least, right? Which is why his plus minus would be. McKinnon has 22 power play points. McDavid has 38. Draisaitl has 32. Celebrini has 24. Kucherov has 25. Yeah, that plus 49 number is... And then the sixth overall player in scoring, David Pastrnak, is actually minus. He's -1. Now, Natchez, who's the subject of your play of the day, he's plus 41 playing for the Avalanche. So, yeah, they just have insane numbers. Though lately matched by a team that we're going to talk about a little bit later on.
Do you know who has the record, the NHL record for best plus minus in a single season?
Is it not Gretzky?
No.
Is it Huddy?
No.
Or?
No.
I thought it was somebody off one of those Oilers teams. Wasn't Gretzky plus 99 one year?
I don't know. They say this is plus 98 in 70-71.
It wasn't Orr? Bobby Orr? I thought Gretzky had a plus 99 season.
No, okay, I don't know what I'm... Oh, maybe this is... No, this is not right, Reid. This is bad information. You're right. Bobby Orr was plus 124.
Plus 124, right.
Holy. And yes, Wayne Gretzky had a plus 100 season.
He was plus 100. Okay, I thought
84,
he was
85.
Didn't Charlie Huddy have an insanely high season? Hang on here. I'm sorting stuff now on NHL.com. Yeah, Bobby Orr. Okay, so this is according to NHL.com. Bobby Orr, 70-71, plus 124. Larry Robinson in 76-77, plus 120. Gretzky in 84-85, plus 100. It says Dallas Smith with the Bruins in 70-71 was a plus 98. Lafleur and Schutt both had a plus 89. Mark Howe had a plus 87 with Philadelphia in 85-86. Same year, Brad McCrimmon, also with the Flyers, got a plus 86. Bobby Orr had a plus 84. Bobby Clark had a plus 83. Orr had a plus 83. Gretzky and Orr both had a plus 80. Well, now you're less than a plus per game, so we can't even talk about it.
Who cares?
Yeah. Plus 124 for Bobby Orr. Not bad. What did he have that season? 139 points in 78 games. 77 even strength points, 49 power play points, and 13 shorthanded points. How did we get talking about this?
Nathan McKinnon.
Oh, yeah.
Abuski says the EST sexiest man race is tighter than a well digger's nut. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay.
Tighter than a well digger's nut. Okay.
There you go.
That's exciting.
If you haven't yet voted, there's 204 people watching. There's only been 133 votes. So go on there and
got about an hour and a half to vote.
Support your boy.
Yeah.
I'll just say it. Whoever your boy is.
Yeah, whoever. It's very close. It's very, very close. This is fun. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube, that's where you go to vote in our Sexiest Man poll, which we're doing for fun. Let's see where it goes. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube. We want to get to at least 100 every show. At least. We have a chance to get to 100 before the show is halfway over at 4:30 because we're already at 80. So if you have not given us a thumbs up, please do so. If once you do give us a thumbs up, click the share button. SHARE. And that'll generate a link, and then you email or text that show to people in your life, and you say, hey, check out Edmonton Sports Talk. Check out the Reid Wilkins Show with Jay Milne. They're having a good time. They're talking Oilers. They're talking football. They're talking Belichick. They're talking their off-topic topic for William Huff. Our off-topic topic for William Huff is what is something that should be customized that isn't? You know what I think should be customized? I think you should be able to select your exact portion size at a restaurant.
Ooh.
And then the price is adjusted accordingly, like $1 each way. Because there are restaurants that I go to in the city that I enjoy, but you get the food and it's like, I'm never going to finish that. Now, yes, you can take it home. But maybe sometimes you don't want leftovers.
It's not the same.
Maybe sometimes you want to go in and you want to eat. You want you know, you'd like to say, you see them spooning the pasta in, you know what? That's good.
Yeah.
How much is that going to cost me? Now, I know there are places I think you can weigh your food.
Mongolian beef houses.
I guess buffet and stuff like that. But what if it was even like a fine dining place? You could say like, no, that's enough vegetables.
Right.
That's fine.
Like the ratios.
Yeah.
I want more beef compared to rice.
Right.
And I'll pay for it. But that's just suits my palate. Suits what I'm looking for tonight.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Reid. Now, there are places you can, fast food places that you can choose
depending on, well, you can choose your toppings, I guess.
You can double up certain condiments and
I guess.
certain toppings.
Joe says that would drive kitchen and prep stuff absolutely insane. True, probably. Joe's probably in the restaurant industry.
Yes, that would drive everybody in the kitchen insane. You're right.
But having said that, our off-topic topic is sometimes like, hey, have fun with it.
Sure.
So that's what I'm doing. Because there was a place I had passed at, I guess in the summer I went there a couple times, and you get it, and it's like, because sometimes you get it, and you're like, but I'll finish it. I'll probably finish it. Like this was, it's like, I know I can't eat this.
Right.
What if it was just like, okay, I wish I could have told you just to stop. We could have bartered on the price even.
Yeah, that would drive managers crazy too.
Yeah. Pizza Boy says, as a restaurant owner, I agree with Joe.
I think he owns a pizza place up in Slave Lake. What's the name of that Pizza Boy? Didn't he drop off pizza at our old location? And it was, remember? Oh yeah, because remember it came on pitas. Remember the pita pizzas?
Was I here already?
Yes, they were good.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah I vaguely remember that. Good. Yeah. Darren says, imagine thinking portion sizes are too big. Hey, you know what? Sometimes I do. Not everywhere, but there are some places where it's like, okay, and this is the thing about eating. Like, you're not supposed to be uncomfortably full after you eat.
No, I don't like to be.
Right. But you feel like, well, I got this food, and not everything lends itself to being taken home or in a takeout box, or maybe you're going out. Wildcard Willis says it's called a buffet, Reid. You can choose how much you want. Fair comment.
Fair point.
But I'm saying, a place where you want to order something specifically.
Or in some instances, the portion size is too small. I'd like to upsize this.
Right.
Right? That's a good one.
I'm just saying further customization. That's all.
Speaking of customization, a good office chair could have much more customization.
Chairs in general, I think.
Coob swaps out chairs behind that
chair is
desk
always
like it's his
switching his
job.
chair.
Well, we got 100-pound producer chair that's the main chair that people use. And the chairs are great for long periods of time. It might get a little, but to pick your own.
But you're sitting on a much stiffer kitchen style chair.
Yeah. I the ergonomic, I guess, back of the other chair I've swapped out, and I like the stiffness to this one. You can't turn the chair back. To be able to customize that is pretty cool. And I'm usually another thing for me. I'm usually wearing spectacles to change out glasses more often.
Oh yeah,
I know you can get the pair of
same lens, just different rims.
Yeah, just pop out the rims. It's possible.
You can change your frames every day.
Yeah,
exactly.
Or change your look.
Frames are now a fashion statement.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, even our mayor wears different kinds of glasses, right?
Never met.
Don't bring politics into this, Coob.
Yeah. You voting guy?
Yeah. What are you, Mr. Voting Booth? Why don't you go live in a voting booth?
Oh.
Can you imagine living in a voting booth?
Check that off.
Every 4 years, people would bug you, but it'd only be for a day.
And you just come out, leave me alone!
Leave me alone, I'm trying to sleep. It's like, it's one day.
Fun fact, I did not vote in the Edmonton election.
Because you can't. You're not an Edmonton citizen.
Got me.
All right. 780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. If you want to go into YouTube, vote for the sexiest man at Edmonton Sports Talk.
Somebody's making a run
There's a 5%.
making a run.
There's a 5% difference between first and fourth. This is going to be dramatic. Very dramatic.
This is fantastic.
Really good. We still got to talk because you have something about Belichick. Our athlete of the week, we're going to meet in about 20 or 25 minutes. Natalie Morin is with the Edmonton Blind Curling Club. And we love doing this because we said when we started athlete of the week, we said we're taking submissions from listeners and we're going to meet people, talk to them, email them, and find out their story. And if it's a great story, we're going to bring them on the show.
Yes.
And this is another new sport for us. I mean, yes, we've had hockey players, we've had football players, we've had soccer players. Of course, because there's been great stories. But we've had, what do we always say? The BMX, the historical martial arts. We've done a lot of different stuff. We have not touched on, we haven't touched on curling.
Yeah.
And this is going to be Natalie Morin with the Edmonton Blind Curling Club. So I'm going to learn something about this.
Oh, we all
I think
are.
the people listening will as well. We'll talk more, not just about Oilers storylines, but storylines from around the National Hockey League, because there's a doormat trying to move up to the penthouse in the NHL. But right now, we have my buddy, the Coob.
According to Tom Gazzola, the Oilers are in talks with pending free agent Jack Roslovic, with Gazzola reporting that Roslovic wants more than the rumored 4x4 deal. Gazzola also noted that it doesn't sound like Edmonton will put in a waiver claim for Carolina's Noah Philp. Meanwhile, Matisse Ekholm missed practice today. He's out day-to-day, undisclosed, listed as questionable for tomorrow's game against the Sharks. Elsewhere, Artemi Panarin is out of the lineup tonight for the Rangers as they take on the Islanders. For roster management reasons, he's expected to remain a healthy scratch leading into the Olympics as the Rangers seek out a trade. From Calgary, Blake Coleman of the Flames won't be back until after the Olympics, out with an upper body ailment that's forced him to miss the past 8 games. In NBA action, there's 9 games on today's schedule. The Raptors tip off with the Knicks at 5:30. Toronto's Colin Murray-Boyles returning from a 4-game absence. He was sidelined with a thumb injury. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since '93. They have doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, they have plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. More with Reid and Jay after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Jamie McLennan.
Stuart Skinner can go on and be a good goaltender in a different situation under different circumstances, and Tristan Jarry can come to Edmonton and be a good goaltender for the Oilers. Regardless of the goaltender, it's the style they play. That you can be happy in your new environment if you're Stu Skinner, and you can be happy with Tristan Jarry and Connor Ingram.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Hope you're having a great afternoon. It is just shy of 4:30 Mountain Time. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta, your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery, all in one place with easy access to real money games. You can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now and start playing today. PlayAlberta.ca also works, and we have Jay's Play of the Day involving the Avalanche game tonight.
Yeah, Marty Necas, one or more power play points, boosted to plus 190. Head on over to playalberta.ca. Click on sports, click on EST specials. You'll see it right there.
All right. Again, if you're watching us on YouTube today, we need 8 more thumbs up to get to 100, which is our minimum goal for every show. So we want to get once we're past 100, just pour some gravy on us.
Yeah, clear.
Pour that gravy all over us.
I admit I did forget to click, so I just have clicked. It's a soccer ball.
It's a soccer ball?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
And also vote in our poll that's going on in the Nasty Chat on YouTube to select Edmonton Sports Talk's Sexiest Man. The 4 finalists were determined from voting on yesterday's show. Because somebody's tuning in right now who maybe missed yesterday's show. Because you know how upset people can get over little details. Well, why are those the 4 guys?
Right.
Okay, just... We had a process.
Why isn't Hernan on there?
If you missed out on part of the process, we're sorry.
Right.
But, the voting booth, we can't have the voting booth open all the time. The guy living there is going to get upset. All right. I have something to read to you, Jay. It is a statement. Who tweeted this out? Oh, Adam Schefter. The Pro Football Hall of Fame has released a statement. So this has turned into This has turned into quite the rigmarole with all this Belichick stuff.
As
Would you like me to read you this statement?
Sure.
It'll only take me about 40 seconds to read.
Apologize now, please.
For what?
The Pro Football Hall of Fame. Please apologize.
Here's the statement.
Disgusted.
The Pro Football Hall of Fame understands and respects the passionate reaction of many fans, media members, and enshrinees of the hall itself in light of published reports regarding the voting results for the class of 2026. It's that very passion that propels the game. The hall also respects the members of the selection committee when they follow the selection process bylaws. It is an honor to serve as a selector. Each year, the hall reviews the selection process and the composition of the 50-person selection committee. If it is determined that any members violated the selection process bylaws, they understand action will be taken. That could include the possibility that such selectors would not remain a member of the committee moving forward. The selection of a new class is the most important duty the Hall of Fame oversees each year, and the integrity of that process cannot be in question.
Oh, it's funny how they put that out, hey? After Stephen A. Smith goes live saying, boycott the Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Well, I wasn't going anyway.
After Dave Portnoy, a social media Boston Patriot or New England Patriots fan, says, let's start a new Hall of Fame. This one's bunk. I'm not surprised that they swallowed their pride and put that out. That's, by the way, the first time I've ever agreed with Stephen A. Smith on something for the most part. I mean, he's a controversial character on purpose. But yeah, boycotting the Hall of Fame, that's probably what needs to happen next. I mean, if you're not happy with it and you're wearing a gold jacket, just don't go.
Oh, so you're saying that people who are already in the Hall of Fame should say, I no longer recognize that I'm in the Hall of Fame?
Because this is an atrocity. This is not right. Just because you don't like that Bill Belichick was short with you in his answers, just because you don't like that Bill Belichick was a part of Spygate, where they filmed the New York Jets practicing in 2007. Really? He was fined $500,000 for that. Okay? The team lost a first-round pick. He's paid his dues. He screwed up. He got caught. He paid his dues. Now you're going to hold that over him, Mr. Polian.
If that's what's happening.
Oh, yeah. And then Bill Polian had suggested to voters, allegedly, that Bill Belichick needs to wait a year. What did you call it? Penance?
Yes.
And then Polian also said in an interview, and I quote, I was 95% sure he voted for Bill Belichick. But then he also said, I can't 100% recall whether he voted for Belichick or not.
And it is part of the rumor here is that Polian urged other voters to keep Belichick out for a year because of Spygate and other things he didn't like.
Bill Belichick had nothing to do with the Deflategate. So Spygate, okay, you want to hold that over his head, but the team lost their first round pick. Bill Belichick paid a $500,000 fine. He got his wrist slapped.
Right.
For sure. So that is done and done.
I don't understand what your problem is, though. There's 50
because
people
he's
who
the
can
greatest
vote.
coach of all time.
Okay, so if I were a voter, let's say for some reason I were a voter.
Yeah.
And I said to you, you know what, Jay? It pisses me off how Belichick conducted himself with Spygate. I don't think he deserves to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. So I'm not going to vote for him his first year.
I would say what pissed you off about him he got penalized for Spygate.
Right.
That happened in that time, in real time. He paid a penalty, so did his team.
Sure. But now this is a separate form of evaluation.
I'd say you're wrong. Your opinion is wrong.
Okay, but I have I have my vote.
Yes, you do.
Right.
But when the vote is being allegedly skewed or people are talking about it behind closed doors, because there's a rep from each team, right? And then there's 2 for New York, 2 for LA, and then there's 17 at-large voters.
Okay.
People, Tony Dungy, Dan Fouts, Sal Palantonio, Lisa Salters, people that have been around the game for a long time, commentated on it, or been in positions like Bill Polian. I'm just saying, I feel that's a reach to keep him out. So this way then, okay, next year, you, Mr. Voter.
Yes.
You're not voting Tom Brady in as a first ballot Hall of Famer. Correct? By that standard. Don't even question.
But the thing is, the individual
Tom
voter.
Brady got caught
the
cheating
individual
for
voter
Deflategate.
can make up his or her own mind. Like,
yeah, but you can't separate
You're trying
the two.
to apply some sort of consistency and logic to this in a situation that is inherently illogical. It is people picking their favorites. Okay. And by the way, okay. So, Bill Belichick, he shouldn't be punished for this. I mean, look, this is how the world operates. All right. You played in a team environment at a high level. I didn't. I played high school sports, but I even remember high school sports. If you help put the nets away, the volleyball nets away at the noon scrimmage, Coach Zimmer would say, you four guys, you don't have to put the nets away after practice, okay? If the whole team would have put things happen. There's favoritism, so to speak, based on your previous behavior.
Sure.
Or hey, you guys who stayed, you 6 players and who helped stay late and set up the scorers table and the nets and did all the grunt work for the tournament the next day, you're first in line at the team buffet tomorrow, or whatever. Like, that's how things work. So these voters are saying, I think Belichick should be further screwed over a little bit. He's still going to be in the Hall of Fame. Like, welcome to the jungle, baby.
Yeah, but you're supposed to leave your feelings aside. If Bill Belichick was short with you and said, on to the next game or on to this team, and you got your feelings hurt because you couldn't write a story about it,
I don't think that's why they're doing this.
I think that has a major part to do with it. That he was short with media his whole career. He didn't really do media that well, right? He was known for it. He was renowned for it. Add on to that he got caught cheating on filming the practice of the New York Jets, which, by the way, don't be naive. Don't think other teams aren't doing. But
those teams didn't win multiple Super Bowls.
Who cares?
So they didn't get the attention and the fame out of it.
You still got to stop them. You still got to run an offense, play a defense, and stop them. And oh, by the way, you got the greatest quarterback of all time. That didn't hurt, okay? I just think it's a little bit petty from what I've seen. And this is all allegations. Nobody really knows. And by the way, none of these 10 members of the voting media are in a rush to put their hand up.
Okay,
because
first of all, we don't even know how many people didn't vote for him, Jay. It could have been all 50. The voting results are not released.
Then release them.
Yet.
Then release them.
Okay, but it's not announced till next week? So what if it comes out and it's like he got 2 votes?
I highly doubt that.
What if it's 96% of the voters were like, we don't think he should get in this year? Plus, I believe
question those that are voting.
They only select one coach a year.
Then I would absolutely question, and that's why the NFL Hall of Fame committee or Pro Football Hall of Fame put out that press release to protect themselves from idiots that might be on the voting thing. That if this comes out, that this was unanimous, that Bill Belichick, the greatest football coach of all time, was unanimously left off of that, then that is something deeper. That is a deeper rooted problem with the selection committee, in my opinion.
Well, and if they were somehow pressured by polling or whatever, if he was meddling, but if an individual voter decided, I'm not going to vote for him, I mean, I think it's plausible and possible that 10 out of 50 people or more decided, no, not this year. I mean, like I said, judging by the reaction we got yesterday, there were about 20 to 25% of the people saying, yeah, you know what, Reid, make him wait. So why wouldn't that happen in the world of the 50 voters? It would happen.
I don't know. I mean, this got a lot of outrage, I would say, online. Like, people care about it. This is a story.
No, there's a lot of people who only care about it now. There's a lot of people who never gave a crap about the Hall of Fame who are now all of a sudden experts in Hall of Fame voting and who should get in and who shouldn't.
Yeah, because it's that egregious. That's why. Because it's that clear to see that he should be. I mean, will he get in? Sure. But it's just a bad look. It's a tough look for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Absolutely a tough look on those that have voted and are part of that committee.
Okay, so what you're gonna take? Let's say it's 15 people. Let's say it's more than the minimum 10. They all lose their right to vote because they voted wrong?
No, they should
it's an opinion thing to begin with.
No, but what are you basing your opinion off of? If you look at his track record,
they're basing it on their personal perspective.
He's the best football coach in NFL history.
Oh, how do you know? He drew up schemes and called plays better than John Madden and Vince Lombardi.
Look at the Super Bowl
He
titles.
Motivated everybody.
Look at the Super Bowl
There could
titles.
be better technical
that is how
football
you define
coaches.
excellence in the NFL.
Sure, but there could be a better technical football coach.
Look,
how many Stanley Cups did Claire Drake win?
He did.
How many Stanley Cups did Claire Drake win?
I don't know.
Yeah, 0. So you say he's an idiot hockey coach?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying Bill Belichick did it at the assistant level, the DC level, and the head coach level. He's a certified, bona fide, excellent head coach. In my opinion, the best to ever do it. By record, by Super Bowls, by all the metrics. That's the problem.
So he gets into the Hall of Fame next year. Well, why is that a problem?
Because ego's got in the way this year. And
not voting for Bill Belichick is not an ego issue.
I think it is. I think it's people's feelings were hurt by the way they were treated by Bill Belichick all throughout his press conferences.
You just said not all these people cover the Patriots, that there's people from every city.
I know, but they're all they're a swarm of bees together, and they buzz at the same speed. And they talk to each other, and they say, oh, he was kind of crass with us, so I think we should punish him.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of other coaches who are crass or could be accused of that.
Bill Belichick was a special type of crass, which that's him. That's Hoodie. You know, he did not have a great image. I will agree with you on that. But you cannot deny that he is, by record, by Super Bowl championships, the greatest coach the NFL has ever seen. He's head coach.
You know, he's won the most Super Bowls. I mean, how do you know Sean McVay's not a better schemer than he is? Not a better play caller? Right?
Super Bowls.
You don't.
Super Bowls. Sure you do. Takes a great schemer to do Super Bowls. I like this. I mean, I could talk about this. I could bounce this off you because I know we're just having a back and forth here. But I think that they should say who voted for, who voted against, and much like people would love to see a referee interviewed after an NHL game, which will never happen. This will probably never happen.
Let me ask you a question.
Why did you keep him off?
Is Henri the Pocket Rocket Richard the greatest hockey player of all time?
No.
Has the most Stanley Cups as a player?
Different times.
The different times.
Different era. Yeah. You could easily argue that.
Right.
6 teams.
So Patrick Maroon's a better hockey player
I'm not saying
than
that.
Leon Draisaitl.
Not saying
3
that.
Stanley Cups.
He's on winning teams. Playing and coaching, I think, don't carry the same weight either.
Okay. All right.
Patrick Maroon did. I mean,
he would never be eligible for the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Well, but you know, he caught lightning in a bottle. What? 3 Stanley Cups in 3 years?
Pun intended.
Well, did win one with them.
I do have a question now, guys. Is this going to be called Belichick Gate?
Oh yeah, let's put gate at the end of everything. Yeah, let's use that word. Let's use that suffix continually, even more inappropriately and incorrectly than we already do.
Yeah,
let's just keep putting gate on the end of everything.
I mean, he's involved with all 3, right?
That's another stupid thing.
What's that? Gates?
Gate. Water. This all came from
Watergate,
which was the name of the hotel that was broken into that led to the whole downfall of Richard Nixon. It actually didn't even have anything to do with water.
I wonder why it was called the Watergate Hotel.
Well, I never even looked at that. I never stayed there.
Watergate Hotel. We answer the hard-hitting questions.
We really do.
Because its location near the Watergate Steps, a set of ceremonial steps leading to the Potomac River, and proximity to old locks of the Chesapeake and Ohio Canal in the Foggy Bottom neighborhood of D.C.
We are coming to you from the Canadian Brewhouse studio. The Canadian Brewhouse is showing you love. Download the app today. Earn double points on Tuesdays and Thursdays, triple on Sundays, plus weekly challenges on all on the Canadian Brewhouse reward app. The Canadian Brewhouse, our house. is your house. We're going to have a special guest here in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. She's from the Edmonton Blind Curling Club. Natalie Morin is going to join us as the Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week. Here comes the Coop.
As per Tom Gazzola, Jack Roslovic and the Oilers are negotiating a possible contract extension. Roslovic wanting more than the rumored 4x4 contract. And Gazzola went on to mention that he doesn't think the Oilers will put in a waiver claim for Carolina's Noah Philp. In other news, Matthias Ekholm is questionable for the Oilers tomorrow with an undisclosed issue, missing practice this morning. Macklin, Celebrini, and the Sharks roll to town tomorrow. Elsewhere, Artemi Panarin is out of the lineup for the Rangers tonight against the Islanders for roster management reasons. He's expected to remain a healthy scratch leading into the Olympic break as the Rangers look to trade him. And for the Flames, Blake Coleman is out until after the Olympics. He's missed 8 in a row with an upper body issue. A light slate. Over in the NBA. It's the Raptors and Knicks tipping off at 6:30, having a total of 9 games on tap in the NBA. They tip off at 5:30. Toronto's Colin Murray-Boyles returning from a thumb injury that's made him sit out the past 4 games. The Athlete of the Week up next on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
One Associated Press reporter that's like, hey, what's this in Mark McGuire's locker? Everyone else in the meeting's like, shut up, get out of here. You're stupid. And now all of a sudden it's, hey, Barry Bonds, we can't let him into the hall. All these other cheaters, we can't let them, because the sanctity of the hall is going to be hurt when you were complicit in it as well. Piss off.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Sentinel Storage presents Team Canada Ice Dancers, Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier on Support from Home.
We're celebrating all the people at home, the people that have supported us. We know our community is going to be cheering for us, and we know the country is going to be cheering for us.
Thank you, Canada. Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Team Canada.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
All right, Oilers practicing today. Matthias Ekholm not on the ice day to day. He's got a bit of an ailment. Hopefully he can go tomorrow against the San Jose Sharks. That's a 7 o'clock game at Rogers Place. We will have, at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show hosted by our good buddy Tom Gazzola. We are pleased to bring you our Athlete of the Week, presented by Pasta Pantry. For over 30 years in Sherwood Park, Pasta Pantry has served hot, delicious comfort food made right in their kitchen. They do it fast so you can slow down. They're a family at Pasta Pantry. When you come to Pasta Pantry, you're one of them. Go check out Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park, your home for the pregame meal. Bill Belicheck banned for the next year from attending from having a meal at Pasta Pantry. Anyway, Natalie Morin is joining us in studio. Thanks a lot for coming in, Natalie. You are with the Edmonton Blind Curling Club.
That is correct.
What can you tell us about the club?
The club was actually formed as an association in the province of Alberta in 1974. So we've been able to offer both sighted people, blind, visually impaired at all levels, recreational curling every week, along with the opportunity to compete at higher levels.
So how long have you, because you're now the president of the curling club, so how long have you been associated with this?
Oh, probably most of my life. My dad, who also curls, if I wanted to hang out with Dad, that's kind of what I did when I was young. So as soon as I could get out there and start throwing rocks, I did.
Okay, so a big event coming up here, February 2nd to 6th at the Granite Curling Club. Oh. It's the Canadian Vision Impaired Curling Championships. How long has this been an event, and how many teams are playing in it this year?
This event has been going for about 20 years now, and of course the goal is to try and get it in every portion of the country, and that way we can hit the Paralympic level. So we're getting closer. So there'll be 8 teams right now at this year's event. We're still working on a couple more, but we're working closely with the Canadian Curling Association to try and make that happen.
Okay, I'm guessing a lot of people tuning in today are curious as well, and certainly I am. And I was mentioning to Jay earlier, I've done interviews with athletes from blind blank, whatever sport. I've never done blind curling. So can you let's start there. If we were to walk into a rink, how does a blind curling game look relatively the same, or what would be some differences?
Yeah, no, great question. It actually looks exactly like regular curling. For our weekly recreational curling, it's 4 people, just like a traditional curling team. Our leads typically are totally blind, as well as for competition, they have to be. And typically we have 1 or 2 other vision impaired people on the team, and usually a sighted either curler or someone that just comes out and helps, to make sure that, nobody's tripping on rocks, that sort of thing.
So the skip, the lead you said,
right,
is totally blind.
Totally blind.
Okay, so how that's incredible. So how are they? So they really got to know the weight, and then how do they work out the aiming and all that stuff?
Oh, that's a great question. Like every other curler, the weight is all by feel. They know when they kick out of the hack, or some of the stick throwers, they know what speed to walk out at. And as far as how we get them lined up, it's all audio cues. Some people prefer just a little bit of tapping on the ice. 8 feet or so out from them, and they follow that noise. Some people like audio, like voice cues. Some people will say numbers, sort of whatever the individual, prefers, whatever works.
Okay, now what is your, and tell me if I'm phrasing anything insensitively or incorrectly, but what is your level of vision, if you don't mind sharing that?
I'm pretty fortunate. I have very good mobility vision. What most people see at 20 feet, I have to be about 2 feet in front of.
Okay.
So like street signs, I have to be kind of right in front of them to see them. That's why driving for me, not a good idea.
Okay. So what position do you usually play?
I skip.
You skip?
Yeah, I will be the skip of Team Alberta at the upcoming championships.
Oh, amazing. Okay. So when you're looking down to the far end of the rink, though, I assume you said it wouldn't be as crisp as it would be for other people.
Right. So between, by the time you get a few people back there and legs and feet, I can't really pick out the head of the broom. So we have adapted a fancy tool. It's just a bike light that we've attached to the bottom of the curling broom. And you just turn the light on, and that just makes the broom head sharp so I can see it.
So you're aiming at the light that's at the other set of rings.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the light is on the broom. So if I don't hit the light, I miss the broom.
Right.
Now,
okay.
Forgive me if this is a naive question.
Oh, ask away.
But curling is a loud sport to begin with. Because some of your teammates, have visual impairments, is it more vocal than what we hear at the Scotties or at the Briar?
Probably as vocal.
Okay.
We like to yell, which can make it tough at times, though. When you get a lot of us in there, it's sometimes you might have to stop what you're doing if you're trying to line your lead up and somebody's yelling right beside you. But that's no different than traditional curling. I curl in regular mixed leagues, and if some hotshot is screaming his head off beside me, I'll stop and just wait and let him finish, and then I'll carry on.
So are you, I got to ask, it's like if we had, ref week on the Reid Wilkins show, and you want to know what the umps, third strike you're out call. Are you a hurry hard kind of skip? Are you what's your call?
Oh, I have many.
Give us an example.
The old hurry hard. That's probably the most popular one. You're right, Jay. Bang on.
We have our EST fun spiel this Saturday down at the Shamrock.
I know. I got to get to that one day.
Yeah, and you'll be hearing a lot of hurry hards there, or please stop,
or 911,
or I can't believe you. This was me last year, Reid. I can't believe you missed again. Okay, so I also have so many questions, but this is so cool. So you mentioned for the lead, for example, is totally blind,
right?
How do they sweep?
Well, that's an interesting thing. So that is not a safe idea. So we don't do it. So when we go to competition, there is another member of the team that it's a designated sweeper, and that is their role is to sweep in place of the lead.
Okay, so a fifth person on the team.
Yeah, and when you go to competition, there's actually another person out there. Because typically competitions, you have all vision impaired curlers, not like our recreation when, sometimes, if your neighbor's a curler and you need an extra person, we'll bring folks out or our volunteers. But when we do participate in competitions, yes, everybody on the ice except your guide coach is visually impaired.
Okay, amazing. Natalie Morin joining us, president of the Edmonton Blind Curling Club. What's the name of the competition again? It's the Nationals?
Yeah, it's the Canadian Vision Impaired Curling Championships.
And that's starting when?
February 2nd to 6th at the Granite Curling Club. Natalie,
so it's Monday already.
Yeah. It's next
amazing.
week.
Okay.
Coming up fast.
If people are interested in wanting to come out, and there's no better place than a curling rink. My goodness. Good food, good beverages. Yeah. How can people find tickets or learn more about the event?
Absolutely. It's free to anybody who wants to come down and watch.
Oh, wow.
So I welcome everybody down to the Granite. The morning draws are 9 a.m. Afternoon draws are 1 p.m. Monday to Wednesday. Thursday afternoon, there would be no draw. That's reserved for tiebreakers should they happen. Friday morning will be the semifinals. Friday at 1 will be the gold medal game and the bronze medal game. The gold medal game is also being live streamed. So if anybody's interested in checking it out that way, you can absolutely do that. It'll also be available to watch later. And that would be on the YouTube page for the Canadian Council of the Blind, who is the title sponsor of the event.
Is it still, 8 end games? Is that traditional at this
8
level?
end games.
Or normal at this level?
Yeah.
Okay. Natalie, this is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
We're so thrilled that you came in as well to talk about this. Did we miss anything important or anything that you would want to say about the Edmonton Blind Curling Club or,
I would just encourage anybody, either anybody listening, watching, or if you know someone, who might be struggling with this. A lot of people, encounter some vision loss later in life. We're happy to have anyone and everyone. We curl at the Granite on Saturday afternoons at 4:00. And we have an awesome time. It's a fantastic group of people, a wonderful peer group. So if you know of anybody, or if you're a curler and you want to come out and just check it out and maybe possibly look at joining a team, we got lots of room for that too.
Okay, is there a website or Facebook page or
the Edmonton Blind Curling Club does have a Facebook page, so you can absolutely reach out to us there or through the Granite Curling Club. We have an excellent relationship with them, and they're always happy to pass on information. And anybody that maybe thinks, well, I can't curl, I've never curled. I'm a certified curling instructor. I can teach anyone, so come on down.
Pretty sure there's no judgment. Like if you're starting out, go throw it around, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And a nasty. I mean,
and you got the Edmonton Sports Talk
100% nasty.
That's awesome. That's amazing. Okay, again, Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week. So what does Natalie get?
You get a $25 gift certificate to Pass the Pantry, which I will grab you here as we break. And then when you get there, make sure you tell Nathan that you're there from Edmonton Sports Talk. He'll spoil you. You're going to want to do that. But he's also going to give you a custom Pass the Pantry Athlete of the Week hat.
Nice.
So you can go have some pasticcio.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me. It was awesome.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Natalie Morin, our Past the Pantry athlete of the week. Here's the 5 o'clock break.
Two guys and a goalie.
Hire it or fire it for GS Construction. The Sharks or Ducks will win the Pacific Division before the Oilers do.
I'm going to hire it.
Really?
Yeah. Those are two teams on the rise. The Oilers are a veteran team that I don't think they really care about the regular season.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Sentinel Storage presents Team Canada Ice Dancers, Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier on Support from Home.
We're celebrating all the people at home, the people that have supported us. We know our community is going to be cheering for us, and we know the country is going to be cheering for us. Thank you, Canada.
Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Team Canada.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
Sentinel Storage presents Team Canada Ice Dancers, Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier on Support from Home.
We're celebrating all the people at home, the people that have supported us. We know our community is going to be cheering for us, and we know the country is going to be cheering for us. Thank you, Canada.
Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Team Canada.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
At Mind360, we invite you to embark on your mental health journey in a safe and comfortable space. Conveniently located in St. Albert, Mind360 has a diverse team of experienced clinicians that offer a broad range of tailored services for children, adults, and families. Furthermore, we are very proud to serve our military, veterans, and first responders. If you're looking for counseling, treatment, or assessment, understand that you are not alone. Contact Mind360 at mind360.ca to book an appointment today.
According to Tom Gazzola, the Oilers are in talks with pending free agent Jack Roslovic on a possible extension, with being reported that Roslovic wants more than the rumored 4x4 deal. Gazzola has also been told that a Noah Philp waiver claim is not expected from the Oilers. Meanwhile, Matthias Ekholm missed practice. He's day-to-day with an undisclosed injury, listed as questionable for tomorrow's tilt against the Sharks. In other news, Artemi Panarin is out of the lineup tonight for the Rangers as they face the Islanders. He'll be sidelined for roster management reasons. He's expected to remain a healthy scratch leading into the Olympics as the Rangers seek out a trade. From Calgary, Blake Coleman of the Flames won't be back until after the Olympic break with an upper body injury that's forced him to miss the past 8 games. And on the road, it's the Oil Kings challenging the Hitmen with puck drop at 7 to the hardwood. The Raptors are in action on a 9-game slate, tipping off with the Knicks at 5:30. Toronto's Colin Murray-Boyle's returning from a thumb injury that's made him sit out the past 4 games. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The third and final hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
That was the Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week. It was Natalie Morin joining us right here in studio, president of the Edmonton Blind Curling Club. The Nationals are next week at the Granite. That's the one, Garneau-ish area, University-ish?
Yes.
87th
and 107th.
Just off Saskatchewan Drive, 107th Street. Jay, credit to you, because you really do most of the work with Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week. But not pretty much. I would say every Athlete of the Week we've done, I've just personally myself, I've been you feel like you learn. I felt inspired, and that's how I feel today.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Well, why do we do a job like this? At the heart of it all, we love sports and we love talking to people involved in sports.
And storytelling.
Right.
And
so whether you're blind curling, we've mentioned all the other sports we've done, all the different age categories we've done. Literally done from 8 to 83.
Yeah. Yeah.
At every interview, there's I didn't know that. Or, usually and holy crap, I admire how committed this person is.
Yes.
That's what I love about it.
Well, and in the break, we were, just saying our goodbyes, and Natalie mentioned that her lead, who's completely blind, can put it anywhere in the house.
Yeah.
Which is, it's just amazing because you just don't get to put yourself in other people's shoes like that and think about that.
Yes.
And when you really get a chance to, you realize how amazing it is.
Yeah.
And how awesome it is, really.
Yeah, really cool. And awesome that Natalie came in. He's Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins. This is the Reid Wilkins Show with Jason Milne. Well, that's repetitive, isn't it? On Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta. You can skip the flight to Vegas because jackpots are just a tap away. Experience all the thrills of the casino right from your phone with Play Alberta. Download the app today. Maybe you got a good old-fashioned laptop like Jay and I have here in the studio. PlayAlberta.ca. Jay's Play of the Day is up. Bunch of other EST specials, not just today, but every day of the week. So put a sprinkle on those if you are so inclined, and don't forget to use your game sense. Now, a couple other things I want to just update here. First of all, we started this yesterday determining by your vote on our YouTube stream the sexiest man at Edmonton Sports Talk. If you have not yet voted here for the 4 now, if you voted yesterday, that's fine, but this is a new vote today.
Yeah.
With the 4 finalists, Joaquin Gage, Reid Wilkins, Tom Gazzola, and YouTube Trev. It is incredibly close.
Holy smokes.
I don't want to give away the updated percentages because I don't want to be accused of skewing people or trying to influence people, but I will say it's incredibly close. So we'll vote till about 5:45, Coop?
Yes.
Coop really cares how late we vote.
Could be 5:50.
About 5:45, and then we'll have a winner. So have some fun with that. Also, if you're going in on YouTube and you have not done so already, click the thumbs up button. We are past 100, which is the bare minimum we want to get to for every show. So if you haven't clicked the thumbs up, though, give it a click and pour some gravy on us.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
And if you have already clicked the thumbs up, click the share button and send the show link off to somebody else in your life, or to pick a couple people. And look, I know you're going to say, Reid, you're just promoting yourself. Well, yes, I am. That's part of our job here. If I'm not going to do it, nobody else is going to do it for me or for us. I think the last segment with the Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week hopefully would be something that would be interesting to anybody, whether you are a sports fan or not. Because we do run into that. Oh, I don't like sports, so I hate you and I hate your show without ever listening to it. Well, maybe not quite that harsh, but we get a little bit of that. I won't even try it. So I think that's the type of thing. And again, just a little bit you can do to help us out. You can say, hey, of course these guys talk about the Oilers. Of course they talk about the NHL and the Elks and the Super Bowl. That's their job. Those are big things to talk about in this market. But they're also going to do stuff like do the Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week, which is not just a sports story. That's a great story of a human being.
Yes.
Natalie, who was here. Something she's passionate about, that she does, that she organizes, brings other people into. So that's why I say, hey, I think we give people not just sports fans. We give people something to listen to and enjoy.
And might I just add that I feel like that is slowly becoming lost in the shuffle. The local stories, the local athletes, the local people doing things in the community that used to be commonplace on a lot of different outlets in this city.
Well, Quinn Phillips, who's, not the only way, but part of the reason she excelled at Global was because she did a lot of local stories.
Yeah, like Snub's still doing it at Global.
To be
God
fair,
bless him, right?
Yeah.
But it's not. I mean, I was the winner of the Elite from Global with Kevin Carius.
As you should be.
Presented me the Elite Athlete of the Week. I got a watch. I still have that watch.
Right.
That's why this is such a awesome segment. Because you need those stories to continue not just believing in your community, but seeing what your community is doing, which is a lot of good.
Yeah. So
in a world full of Hall of Fame voters, and Belichick screw jobs, there is some good out there.
Yeah. So anyway, I know this is a moment of self-promotion, but we are in a world where if you don't promote yourself, nobody else will. And again, we think that this show, we think that Edmonton Sports Talk might have sports in the title. We think it's for more than just sports fans, and we also think it's for the person who's like, I need to know what's going on, but I don't need to be yelled at or have stats shoved down my throat all the time. We also think we do a lot of that. Hey, here's what's happening. Here's how this feels. Here's how this why is happening. Here's some important people involved in it talking about it. That's what we try to do. So anyway, thanks for being out there. And again, if you can do a little bit to help spread the word of EST, we would really appreciate that. Now, Jay, why are you such an idiot about the Belichick stuff? No, I'm joking.
Yeah, we've beaten that.
Yeah, that's
to
good.
a pulp.
All right, I want to read something to you, Jay.
Okay.
And I want you to stop me when you think you know what it is I'm talking about. What and or who. I don't want to be too leading, okay? I want you to stop me, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to start reading right now. Did not qualify, 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 you have a guess? Did not qualify, did not qualify.
I just want to see if it's 14.
Did not qualify, did not qualify, did not qualify, did not qualify. That's the end of my list.
I have a feeling you're talking about a certain NHL hockey team.
I am.
Would it be the Buffalo Sabres?
It would be the Buffalo Sabres, as we used to say back in Evansburg. Actually, we didn't say that at all. We are going to go. We're going to make the Buffalo Sabres and maybe something else too. The Alberta Blue Cross Courageous Moment. Every great place starts with courage. Alberta Blue Cross is proud to support Albertans through all of life's meaningful moments. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you. That is the Buffalo Sabres season result since 2011-12. They last made the playoffs in 2011. They lost in the first round in 7 games to the Philadelphia Flyers. They have soared past what was once a record shared by the Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers, oddly enough, of 10 consecutive seasons out of the playoffs. It certainly looked like it was going to be 15, didn't it? On December 8th, Buffalo lost 7-4 in Calgary. They were 11-14-4. Not a horrific record, but certainly not one that has you thinking playoff team after 29 games. On December 9th, do you know who they beat in overtime?
The Edmonton Oilers.
The Edmonton Oilers.
4-3.
They then didn't lose a game again until January 3rd. They then won 3 more. So anyway, they were 11-14-4. They're now 30-17-5. So what? That's 19-3-1.
Yes.
From their last 22 games? 19-3-1. 23 games.
Wow.
And they beat Toronto. By the way, we were talking a few days ago about all the people who hate the Leafs. They must be happy right now.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Relishing in there.
They got a smile on their face like the scar on Berube's head. Sorry, that's awful. I just thought of that spur of the moment. That's a terrible thing to say. I'm sorry, everybody.
Get a point across.
Please forgive me. So, Buffalo plays LA tomorrow, Montreal on Saturday, Florida, Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh, all leading up to the Olympic break. Okay, question for Jay. Did you see this coming from Buffalo?
No. Who would?
I mean, Kevin Adams gets fired. Lindy Ruff's there, who kind of got run out of New Jersey. And it's like, well, I guess, Lindy's still past his prime. Why did Buffalo bring him back? And now they've totally... Would it not be something? Can you imagine a world where the Buffalo Sabres win the Stanley Cup this year?
Well, I looked into this, Reid. The Buffalo, according to Money Puck, the Buffalo Sabres have a 70% chance of making the playoffs, which would be 11th out of the available teams.
What are the Oilers at?
83%.
Okay.
Which is 9th.
Which is pretty good.
19.
I assume Colorado's at 99.9999999.
They're at 100%.
This is 100. Okay.
19-3-1, Reid, is in 23 game. It's the winningest 23 game streak in Buffalo Sabres history.
And they've had some good teams along the way, like late 70s, late 90s, 04, 05, 06. I think they were pretty good.
But it's not just the Buffalo Sabres doing some pretty amazing things in terms of teams that are turning it around in the hopes of making the playoffs, okay?
Okay.
The longest droughts in NHL history.
Okay.
14 seasons, Buffalo.
Right.
They're in a playoff spot.
Okay.
9 seasons.
Oh, current droughts.
Yes.
Oh, I wonder who else it would be.
9 seasons.
So who is current? Can I look at the current standings while I'm doing this?
Sure.
Who is 9 seasons out of the playoffs? Is it Detroit now?
Detroit.
It is Detroit.
Detroit.
Yes.
9 seasons in a playoff spot.
And same division as Buffalo. Separated by 4 points, chasing Tampa Bay.
7 season drought.
7 seasons out of the playoffs.
Just here.
Is the Ducks now?
Anaheim. Yeah. Whack, whack.
Good chance to get in.
Right? In a playoff spot or close to.
Yeah, they're in right now.
They're in right now.
Yeah.
6 season playoff drought.
Sharks, here tomorrow.
In a playoff spot.
Right now, barely in, but in.
The 4 teams with the longest playoff droughts in the NHL right now are all collectively in a playoff spot.
Well, and Buffalo is now quite well positioned to, I mean, you know how we were talking about, the East is so tight, Is the East that tight anymore? Like, Buffalo is 3rd. Okay, here's where I'm going. Boston has 65 points. Florida has 59. Florida's out of the play. Now, the Islanders in the other division have 61. So they could be caught depending on how it goes.
There is quite a bit of separation.
But it's starting to, now the Leafs are looking like they're in a little bit of trouble, right? Certainly Ottawa.
The Leafs are 8 points out, Reid.
Right.
With, the Leafs with 29 games left to go.
Right, and the Leafs are also in the same division as Buffalo, right? So the Leafs would be better off. Well, the Leafs division, the Atlantic, has both wildcard spots right now, right? Because of Montreal and Boston. So if the Leafs pass the Islanders, that doesn't matter because the Islanders are 3rd in the Metro.
But even in the wild card in the West, Reid, it's a 4-horse race, I think. San Jose, LA, Kraken, and maybe Anaheim. But Anaheim's in a playoff position right now. They're not in the wild card.
Right.
But then after Seattle, it dropped from 57 to 53.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's some separation.
Let's start from the bottom up. Vancouver, 0 chance. Almost 20 points out of the playoffs.
Yeah, that's...
And clearly they've basically given up on their season.
I mean...
St. Louis, 10 out.
There's a chance.
Calgary, 9 out. But it's tough.
Well, and down the stretch, you're probably going to be playing more divisional games, right?
The Jets, who had that, what did their streak reach? Was it 11?
It was bad.
What did they reach? 11 without a win? If Matt Hyman's in the chat, he'll correct me. It was at least 9. So the Jets...
No, it went to 10. They were 0. Well, they're 10-game winless.
I thought it winless.
Remember, it was a 10-game winless.
It didn't hit 11? Okay, anyway, it was lots.
It was 11. It was 11.
Without a win. I think they had an overtime loss or 2 in there.
11-game losing streak.
But even what they're doing, I mean, they're 8 points out.
And so here's the thing, the Jets have gone 6-2-2 in their last 10. They're still 8 points out.
Exactly.
Because they got so many teams to pass.
Yes.
So anyway, that is interesting though, that the 4 teams with the longest playoff droughts
are all currently
remember my preseason pick for coach of the year?
Ooh, you'd have to remind
Quenneville.
Yes.
If both the Ducks and the Sabres make the playoffs, who's the coach of the year? Or is it just going to go to Bednar if the Avalanche wins 67 games, do you have to give it to him?
I don't know, Reid. I mean, how can you keep Lindy Ruff out of the conversation? If you take a team that's been out of the playoffs for 14 seasons.
And was 3 games under 500 in early December.
Yeah, and is on a heater.
Now, of course, it's going to depend where they finish.
Sure. I'd say if one of those, Buffalo, Detroit, Anaheim, if all of those teams get into the playoffs, you're giving it to Lindy Ruff, in my opinion.
This is interesting, and I want this will be good to know what people think as well. I know we're what-ifing a little bit here, but we're basically 2/3 of the way through the season, and the Olympic break's going to be a bit of a demarcation point here. So the Avalanche are at a .790 points percentage. Okay, so if the Avalanche get up 130, 135 points, I wonder if the voters, here we go with voters again, are just going to be, how can we not give it to Bednar? If they've lost 6 games in regulation.
Yeah, it is something else.
I mean, what if they only lose 10 games in regulation all year? Do you give it to the coach who guided a great roster to a season of almost unparalleled excellence? Or do you give it to the coach who took a down in the dumps team and elevated them to maybe even having home ice advantage in the first round, like Ruff would in Buffalo?
Has Bednar won it recently?
Yeah, I think he's won it. I'm bad at remembering coaches of the year. Jack Adams Award. I'll look it up. So Carberry won it last year. Tocchet won it the year before, right? Without even looking it up. Bednar has not won it. So here, let's go backwards a little bit. Carberry, Tocchet 2 years ago turned the Canucks around, right? Montgomery with the Bruins took the Bruins to that historic season. This is crazy how things change.
Things change quick.
Daryl Sutter with the Flames won it in 21-22. And they lost to the Oilers in the playoffs. Brindamore with the Hurricanes in 21. Cassidy with the Bruins in 20. Trotz with the Islanders in 19. Gallant with the Golden Knights in 18. So that was their first year in the league, right, Coop? Yeah. Tortorella with the Blue Jackets in 17. Trotz with the Capitals in 2016. Hartley won it with the Flames in 2016. And then Patrick Waugh, who's now with the Actors, won it with the Avalanche. So no, Bednar has not won it. So now here's the other thing. Interesting to note, and I'm not saying he's going to win it this year. John Cooper has never won it. I mean, the Lightning they're still having a pretty incredible streak. So
he's never won it, John Cooper?
No.
Wow. It's hard to believe.
It's almost unbelievable.
Almost.
Anyway, I just wonder, would it be Ruff? Would it be Quenneville? Who
I just think given
Quenneville won it with the Blues in 2000.
Okay, but given what Buffalo and that franchise has gone through, I don't see how you couldn't give it to Lindy Ruff.
If they get
into the playoffs,
like if they get up to 100 points or something like that, get second, even if they finish behind Tampa. Lindy Ruff won it with the Sabres in 2006. That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. 20 years between Coach of the Year awards with the same team, but a second tenure with the team. Who else would be a candidate at this point? Would Muse be a candidate in Pittsburgh if they get in? Would Waugh be a candidate with the Islanders? Probably not as strong as the guys we've talked about. Bet you San Luis would get some votes, depending on where the Canadians finish.
True. What about
how about Gully?
Maybe.
Probably wouldn't win it.
What about San Jose, Warsofsky?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too.
Right?
Youngest coach in the NHL.
Young coach, first year head coach.
Is Celebrini going to be a Hart Trophy finalist? We're meandering through all the awards now, but could Celebrini be a Hart finalist? Could it be McKinnon, McDavid, and Celebrini? I would say probably. No, I know Kucherov's back up there in the scoring race, too.
But let's look at the Eastern Conference here again, Reid. Do you think the Florida Panthers are going to miss?
I think the Florida Panthers are going to miss the playoffs.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
That's one where it's just like, ooh, I guess it happens to every team when you start having your fall from. But I mean,
it's injuries catching up to them. I know Barkov's skating, right? But I don't think.
But I mean, they're 6 points out of a wild card right now,
which is tough at this point. Like now, once you get into
6
this
points out.
This is like McDavid
division.
said. Like McDavid said, it's basically the last week of February already. Almost.
Yeah.
Like we got to remember we're almost in March because of the way the schedule works. And I always say once you're in March, it's hard to make up more than 4 points. Because then, you're down to your final 20 games. You go 12-8, great. The team you're chasing goes 10-10, you haven't passed them. And all the loser points available and stuff like that. But anyway, the Alberta Blue Cross, we're going to give it to Lindy Ruff and the Buffalo Sabres.
I think so.
780-218-9999 is how you can text us.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We went over on this one, but
that's fine.
When is this poll closed?
5:45. We'll say 5:45.
So if you haven't voted, it is razor thin.
Oh my goodness.
The margins here. So if you haven't voted, we're just having fun. Don't take it too seriously. EST's sexiest man is up in the nasty chat. Go cast your vote right now. You've got 18 minutes.
And give us a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube as well, if you have not already. You can text us 780-218-9999. The afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. River Cree is hosting a watch party for the Super Bowl on February 8th. Doors at 3:30, kickoff at 4:30. Tickets starting at $35, which includes an all-you-can-eat buffet. Here's Scoop.
As per Tom Gazzola, Jack Roslovic and the Oilers have had talks regarding a possible extension. Word is Roslovic is looking for more than a 4x4 contract. Gazzola has also been told that a Noah Philp waiver claim is not expected. Staying with the Oilers, Matthias Ekholm is questionable tomorrow with an undisclosed issue, missing practice this morning. Macklin, Celebrini, and the Sharks are Edmonton's opponent tomorrow. And 3 games today in the NHL, it's the Rangers and Islanders scoreless just over midway through the opening frame. 4-on-4 for 2 minutes right now, and the Rangers are holding Artemi Panarin out of the lineup for asset management reasons. Panarin is expected to be held out through the Olympic break as New York looks to deal him before the deadline. From the 6, it's the Raptors and Knicks tipping off at 5:30. Toronto's Colin Murray Boyles returning from a thumb injury that's made him sit out the past 4 games. There's a pair of games live right now in the NBA. It's the Lakers and Cavaliers tussling as the Bulls and Pacers are underway. The Reid Wilkins Show continues after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
You already know where you should go to watch the big game. Where else but River Cree Resort and Casino? Come out to the venue for the massive football watch party on February 8th. Doors open at 3:30 with kickoff at 4:30. Your $35 ticket includes reserved seating and an all-you-can-eat buffet. Or sit in a premium black leather throne of comfort with the VIP lounge package, just $70 a seat. Don't miss out on the football action. Buy your tickets now at rivercreeresort.com. Must be 18 plus.
December's festive featured wing flavors are here at the Canadian Brewhouse. It's festive cranberry versus Korean bulgogi in the ultimate flavor showdown. Try them anytime or just 67 cents every Wing Wednesday for a limited time. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know. Hey, thanks, Coop. Tell you what, Coop, work until 6 o'clock and then take the rest of the day off, okay?
Do you mean that?
Yes.
What?
We're in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Pizza Sunday is back at the Canadian Brewhouse. After 4 p.m., grab an 8-inch 2-topping pizza for just $9.99. Wash it down with $6.99 doubles and $1 off Bud Light. Tankards, he is Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins. We love that you're checking out the show. The off-topic topic, just to revisit it one more time. We had some fun with this one. Because Jay and I earlier today went to Modern Measure. Great guys. Was it Richie that helped us out?
Yes.
So we're getting fitted for suits. We're going to wear them on the show in a couple of weeks. Do we know the date yet?
I think it's about a month.
Okay, in the relatively near future. So we're going to look all spiffed up, everything customized, really cool. And so, Jay, we're there getting measured and picking, our lapels and our buttons and all this fun stuff. And Jay said the off-topic topic should be, what's something in life you wish you could customize, but you can't, or can't to the level that you would like to? I think even shoes. Like, what if I'm not an 8 or 8.5? What if I'm an 8 3/4?
Well, you can get custom shoes.
I guess.
You could.
I guess you can get custom orthotics and stuff. Like, somebody said toilet, but I don't know what they're dreaming of customizing.
Yeah, I don't know.
The height?
The flush zone?
Height?
The shape of the
I
seat?
think it's pronounced height. Height, yeah.
Height.
What about, like, candy? Like gummies?
Oh, make your own candy.
Yeah. Like, let's say you like those gummy frogs, but you want the frog not to be green. You want it to be fruit punch. And then you want it sour. Can you imagine
you
that?
can fill it in order.
And then just, it's right there.
Probably, because like I brought up food orders and a couple people were like, Reid, you idiot, that's a buffet. But that's not exactly what I meant. I suppose if you have the money, you could customize anything.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose. No, not everything would be realistic, Like, okay. Now, are there video games where you could put an image of yourself in? So you're the main instead of
Yeah,
solid
that's a big
snake,
thing in
it's you?
NBA 2K. So you take a picture of yourself. It's to create a profile. I don't know the exact title, but it'll mask your face and take a scan of it through the app, and you could play as yourself on the court shooting hoops.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Imagine
interesting.
Jay Milne glue guy.
Would you
throwing
get
down
glue
a
guy on the
dunk.
back of your jersey?
You'd have to.
Yeah. What number?
8.
Is that what you wore playing football?
Yeah.
Huh.
Eternity, baby.
Eternity. Yeah, you turn it to the side. Infinity.
There you go. Efinity.
Southside Stobie in the Nasty Chat just putting the word bidet. I believe that's for a customization thing.
Well, bidet to you too.
Or is he delivering one?
I don't know. Maybe he wants to bring us one.
Where would we put it? We have to put it right in Dusty's office. Can you imagine that? What is happening? That's Dusty using a bidet for the first time. What is happening? Am I the only one who finds that funny?
No, it's. I just was told.
You trying to picture that?
Bronco Nick told me to Google an F1 toilet.
Like Formula One?
Oh, so it looks like you're sitting in a car while you're pooping?
Yeah, it's like those beds.
In the
like
cockpit?
You can look like lightning.
So to speak?
Right. Is that what they meant?
I don't see it, Bronco Nick. I don't find anything crazy.
Well, what about...
I can feel your anger.
You can get really boring and go with like a pen, like a really comfortable pen. I mean, you could pick your own out, but different color and the shape that forms in your hand.
Right.
Like everyone needs a good pen, and that sounds stupid, but I like a good writing pen.
Maybe you can customize more things than we're thinking of. I don't know. By the way, if you were in that Formula One toilet,
I think I hear him coming now.
I don't know. Or maybe you'd sound like this. We got a green flag.
Call the dogs off.
The Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. It's time to turn up the fun with your all-new Play Alberta app, your digital destination for casino, live dealers, lottery, instants, and, of course, sports betting. Go to daily specials. Look at all the EST specials, including Jay's Play of the Day. All right, so fun stuff with the customization. We got 8 minutes of voting left. I have no idea how it's possibly this close.
Wow. Like,
it's going to come down to
are they going to show you like decimals? Because there's got to be decimals.
They
here.
show the exact number of votes.
But decimal in terms of percentage.
Well, it doesn't matter. If it's like 161 to 160 votes, you'll see that. So, yeah, it'll round off the decimals, I guess. It showed the number of votes yesterday, right?
It showed the number of votes. It did not show decimals. So it does that.
Right, so it just shows the number of votes. So
but
we're fine.
We should be fine.
So,
okay.
But we'll know if there's an actual tie or not. Yeah.
What if it's a tie?
Then it's,
I guess
then
we'll
it's
see.
shared.
Then we go again tomorrow.
Then it's a joint photo shoot.
Yeah. Well, you got...
it's close.
7 minutes to cast your vote.
You got to go into YouTube. You got to go onto the YouTube stream. Now, if you've not already subscribed to Edmonton Sports Talk, do that as well while you're in there. Oilers practicing today at Rogers Place. Ekholm not on the ice. It was McDavid between Nugent Hopkins and Hyman. Draisaitl with Podkolzin and Kapanen. Szymanski with Savoy and Roslovic. Lazar with Janmark and Frederick. Regula in for Ekholm. So he skated with Bouchard. Nurse with Wallman. Stastny with Emerson. And the goaltenders, of course, Jari, Ingram, and Pickard. The San Jose Sharks coming to town tomorrow. The Oilers just have 4 games left before the Olympic break. McDavid getting ready for the Olympics soon.
I think it's always on the back of your mind a little bit. Maybe not always, but going to the summer, you need a big summer. It's a big year. You got to play a lot of hockey, and get yourself ready for what should be a great tournament. So definitely excited about it. On my mind a lot these days for sure. I'm excited to get going.
This is going to be interesting, eh? Like having this grind of the NHL season and then this massive tournament in the middle of it.
Yeah, to see it stop and then rivals become teammates.
Right.
And, the person that you're going to face off in the Western Conference final is hugging you. You know, it is interesting, but it's the Olympics. I don't know. We've talked about this. I think you're not really the biggest Olympics guy, or is it?
No, I like the Olympics. I like the Winter Olympics. I think some of the sports are a little quirky and stuff. I like some people call the Winter Olympics a hockey tournament with a bunch of strange events on the side.
Yeah, give me all of it.
But I don't mind it.
Give me all of it. Give me moguls. Give me ski jumping. Give me
because when else do you watch that stuff?
Exactly.
When else do you watch Norway kick the world's ass? As we learned a few days ago.
Yes, we did.
That Norway is by far and away the most successful Winter Olympic country.
Yeah, I'm here for all of it. It's I can't wait.
Canada playing Czechia February 12th, Switzerland February 13th, France on February 15th. McDavid was asked about the chance to play with Crosby at the Olympics.
Yeah, really excited, obviously. I keep saying this question a lot, obviously, but keep saying, it's the biggest sporting event in the world, and to do it together with 25 of Canada's best hockey players, it's a dream come true. It really is. So, everybody feels the same way. And as I said, we're just looking forward to the opportunity to go over and play.
Yeah, it'll be fun watching that tournament for sure. And as you and I, we both got pulled into the Four Nations face-off pretty quickly last year after being not overly enthused about it at the beginning. You can text the afternoon inbox, 780-218-9999, presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, turning 20 this year, celebrating until October 26th. How about that? They're going to have 35 winners of $20,000 in casino free plays, 9 brand new cars, 56 winners of $1,000 in cash. So yeah, this all goes until October 26th, and you can go to rivercreeresort.com. 4 minutes left to vote. It's shockingly close on YouTube. Go to the Edmonton Sports Talk page. Look at the Reid Wilkins show. It's the show that's currently live. I know I'm over-explaining this, but we were always bringing in new people. And then there's a chat function. So when we say the nasty chat, that's the chat function. It's the name Dustin gave. You don't have to be nasty. It's not in some secret location. It's the chat function, and you'll see a black box with a place for you to vote. So if you haven't voted yet, you can click on one of the names, and we're going to determine, for fun, Edmonton Sports Talk's sexiest man. We should have the results when we get back. We're going to do words of the day as well.
As per Tom Gazzola, Jack Roslovic, and the Oilers have had talks regarding a possible extension. Word is Roslovic is looking for more than a 4x4 contract, with Gazzola also being told that a Noah Philp waiver claim is not expected. In other Oilers news, Matthias Ekholm is questionable for Edmonton tomorrow against San Jose, missing practice today with an undisclosed injury. In a trio of games are scheduled in the NHL today, pair of which are live. Blue Jackets up 1-0 over the Flyers early in the first, and nearing the end of the opening frame, it's 2-0 for the Islanders over the Rangers, with New York holding Artemi Panarin out of the lineup for asset management reasons. Panarin is expected to be held out through the Olympic break as New York looks to deal him before the deadline. From the 6, the Raptors and Knicks are underway with 3 games live in the NBA right now. It's 2-0 for Toronto early in Colin Murray-Boyle's return to the lineup. He's missed the past 4 games. We also see the Lakers up 30-24 over the Cavs, and the Pacers down 34-41 to the Bulls in the second frame. We check out the poll results next here on the Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
ST Afternoons.
The Oilers might or could be looking at extending Jack Roslovic on a 4-year deal, starting at $4 million, could be a little bit higher. In the last 18 games, or since coming back from his injury, he has 4 goals and 0 assists.
No, I'm not signing him at all. I want to see what he does in the playoffs. If he's a beast in the playoffs, yeah, at least you know what you got when it matters most.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
You already know where you should go to watch the big game. Where else but River Cree Resort and Casino? Come out to the venue for the massive football watch party on February 8th. Doors open at 3:30 with kickoff at 4:30. Your $35 ticket includes reserved seating and an all-you-can-eat buffet. Or sit in a premium black leather throne of comfort with the VIP lounge package, just $70 a seat. Don't miss out on the football action. Buy your tickets now at rivercreeresort.com. Must be 18 plus.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
Blue guys play is having some beer, laughing so hard you just are in tears. Sunday afternoon, what should you do? Hop in the hot tub for some peekaboo.
Hot tub peekaboo. Looks like it'll be Reid and I in the hot tub peekaboo. He has been voted EST's sexiest man. Yeah, yeah.
Are you kidding me? Yeah,
Oh, the dog's off.
Whoa! Are you kidding me?
Wow. I don't know how that happened. I was in as a wild card competitor. When we were putting this together, we were like, we'll have a wild card competitor to round it out to 4 for the final vote.
So the final results have come in. They've been tallied. EST's sexiest man, as voted on by the people, is Reid Wilkins. Now, I will say, this was a tight vote. Reid Wilkins took the top with 27% of the vote. Tom Gazzola and YouTube Trev both tied with 26% of the vote, and Joaquin Gage at 21%. All 4 of the nominees were in the 20 percentile range.
Right.
That is impressive. Now, I know what you're going to say, Reid.
Well, I always have to be the voice of reason.
Yes.
And I think first of all, I'm honored.
Yes.
I'm flattered. I'm humbled. I'm a little bit excited.
Yeah. I mean, being called the sexiest man is an honor.
This is how excited I am. So,
well, Terry the Turtle, we might have to get some tips from him.
He's quite worked up about it. This was him trying to click the mouse to vote. He couldn't. His foot's too big.
Are you sure it was his foot?
Having said that, this is what I would say if somebody else won. I am the host of this show, which would lend itself to people being more inclined to vote for me if they already like the show.
Fair point.
No, having said that, it was a vote. A couple hundred people voted, and we did narrow it down yesterday.
I might have to reach out. You know who I might have to reach out to?
People Magazine?
Maybe. Little Buckaroo Design. I want a shirt to celebrate this occasion.
That'd be all right.
I mean, you would wear it proudly.
I did not expect to win this. We did do it for fun, but we did do it. And now we can do it late every January, and I'll be the inaugural winner.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, I'm not the inaugural winner?
No, you are the inaugural.
okay.
I don't know if we need to do it every year. Maybe every...
Well, it could
be a year.
It could be a yearly custom that becomes an annual tradition.
Yes.
Oh, my God. We have such a good time on this program.
Oh, look at Tom Gazzola in the chat. He says the right man won.
Oh, Tom, that's so kind of you. Well, I know Tom has a certain admiration and attraction towards me.
Well, we discussed it, and there is a difference between sexiness and
handsomeness or good lookingness
and likeness. Like
right.
I think this is much to say about people like you a lot too.
Marco says this is like when John Scott got voted into the All-Star game.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's fun. That's quite fun. Abuski says, hopefully you're not quite as excited as Terry the Turtle. I'll save that for after hours.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty fun. I did not expect that I would emerge from that, but thank you to everyone just for voting and having fun with us on a bit of a silly topic when we had a couple days between Oilers games.
Fun.
Word of the day for Edmonton Public Library. EPL stands up for your right to explore every topic, every belief, and every opinion without censorship. Like those Reacher books are not censored. Trust me. Speaking of getting excited. Learn more about how EPL protects your freedom to read at intellectualfreedom.ca.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it?
I would say...
Then you know what I'm saying.
I would say Reacher is sexy.
I've never met the man. Never seen him either.
Oh, there's a TV show. I don't watch it, though.
First word of the day, bombast. Bombast.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure it's a straightforward spelling. B-O-M-B-A-S-T.
Dun, da, da, da.
And this would be sort of very showy and over the top. Because I'm thinking of bombastic, so this would be someone who has, like, is very, very sort of outgoing and sort of over the top and trying to grab your attention.
This is a noun.
So it's the... If you're you're
it's a formal word.
It's a formal word meaning. So it's I don't know. Then you're gonna have to give me a sentence. I'm barking up the wrong tree here.
You need less bombast and more substance in this speech.
Yeah, it's like exaggeration. It's exaggeration, being over the top. It's something that is excessive but lacking, just to grab attention, but lacking substance, lacking beef, lacking gumption.
So the actual definition is a formal word that refers to speech or writing that is meant to sound important or impressive, but that is not sincere or meaningful.
Well, I said over the top.
But that in speech or writing.
Okay. All right, I'll take the half. That's fine.
Second word of the day, idiosyncratic.
Oh, it's right at the end of the song. We're playing you off. Idiosyncratic. IDIOSYNCRATIC.
Dun, da, da, da.
So this is a characteristic that is perhaps quirky and unique to a certain individual.
Not bad. It's relating to idiosyncrasy, peculiar or individual.
Yeah.
Right.
So that is a 3.5 out of 4.
Just like my bookbinder voice. Or sorry, the bookbinder's voice.
Well, we also met a new chap today, Lewis Charleston.
Lewis Charleston.
MD.
He's a student of yours.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. J.
I don't know if that's how he sounds.
I think so.
Hello, Mr. J. So, when do I meet?
No, this is in the future, right?
Yes.
So, Mr. J.
Yes.
There was a Rogers place. Who was the Roger they named it after?
Well, Lewis, you know what? We'll do a deep dive on that tomorrow on the Reid Wilkins Show. Who is Roger?
Oh, okay. I have to catch my hover bus home.
I like it.
Oh, my goodness. What a show. Plenty to tee up the Oilers and the Sharks tomorrow. On this program, we're going to be joined by both Luke Gazdic and Drew Remenda. Jay's also going to be on the Lock Shop. I'm going to be on Two Guys and a Goalie. On behalf of Zachary Kubish and the glue guy, Jason Milne, I'm Big Sexy. Have a good night.